Matt, roll D100.
Oh, you get the shitty question.
I fucking hate these questions.
How often
60.
does Raphael give himself an enema?
Twice a day.
Wow.
That
That was fast.
That is squeaky clean.
You came back quick on that one. No hesitation.
Let me think about that.
It's like
Mirrors real life.
My last colonoscopy.
Well, I guess if he's albino, it would really show up and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So he's concerned with being clean inside and out.
Yeah.
What would the party have to do in order for Raphael to want to split from the party?
that happens now. Yeah, we do it all the time. What do you mean?
For good.
Oh, for good.
Oh, for good?
Like to break it off. Be like, I'm on my own.
Hold on, let me take notes.
This party or the previous party?
This party.
Not much. I guess they would have to totally trounce on Merritt, saying this is stupid.
Oh yeah, you are kind of like Merritt's little nut hugger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Love to hug Merritt's nuts. Figuratively speaking. Spiritually speaking. Let's say spiritually.
Take 4 levels of damage.
You get the recap.
I was going to say 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, that's worse.
I'm going to go turn the air down.
Session 64. Raphael and Artigan want to fight Qorgeth. Mist sews an extra planar bird to his left shoulder, and the phoenix wants to eat it. Artigan thinks throwing pebbles at waterfalls will reveal a cave entrance. Fortunately, Finner finds the right waterfall. Art uses Wall of Force to create an awning. This worm is scary as fuck. I took its stomach acid in a jar, some brain neurons, tongue noodles being braided, and I remove Amarosa's ability to cast magic. The end.
There's one last part you didn't write down.
What's that?
Really? The book, and these two guys are
So
out.
we got the Book of Vile Darkness.
I don't know anything about a book.
And then we got the book from inside the worm's guts. And then what happened is Artigan attuned to it and got fucked up for a couple hours?
I think you're counting
I'm
for 2
hours.
hours. I'm unconscious for 60 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So yeah, Art attuned to the book and passed out. So then Finner's like, oh man, I'll totally look inside the book and see what's in there. And Finner read it and now is OCDly counting the shit out of his money over and over again, which is funny because if there's anything Finner doesn't care about, it's money.
Mm-hmm.
But for the next 2 hours, I really do.
If I can kill us all today, we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Done.
I think Brian's just happy that he manipulated Matt's character into letting him torture someone.
It was pretty good, and I didn't even manipulate him.
The best part was the best part of that whole thing is you're walking in past the guard and you're like, don't let anybody in. Do what I say. And the guard's like, I don't know, man. This seems fucked up. And you go and start torturing her. And then Raphael comes. He's like, don't let anybody in. Do what I say. And the guard's like, okay.
Damn it, he reaffirmed it. No.
And the torture continues.
Yep.
Torture. That was the worst.
Removing a dangerous archvillain spellcaster's ability to cast magic.
I like how you frame things. That's really interesting.
Always in the best light for himself.
Well, yeah. We have Finner to thank, actually.
That might be what happened
Finner to thank.
technically.
Finner's the one that taught Mist that we don't always just kill things to get them out of the way. That sometimes we have to have a prisoner that we take them alive.
So if you have a ring of regeneration and you put it around someone's toe, does it work the same way if they have no arms or hands?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Sure.
good. Cool.
What if you open them up and put it around their appendix or something, and then let them slowly
Their sphincter
grow
of Odie?
back? So they're constantly
What do you-
regenerating, and you can constantly reflay them.
What?
Is it torture then?
Regeneration's not that fast.
Yeah, I mean you just
It's
every
super
couple
slow.
days.
I can just tell I'm in for it today.
I'm really glad that you do these questions to get us set up and like into the
Back
game.
in the character. It's not like I walk around all week in this.
That wasn't the
mindset.
question at all.
it
That
takes
was
some
from the
work.
recap.
You're welcome.
We're honed in. We're in our characters right now.
Yeah.
Ready to rock.
Brian's always there. He lives there 24/7.
That's
He tortured some earthworms on the way here. Just
to get into it.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of birds from local pet store.
I've been punching parakeets for like 20 minutes. Parakeets, for the record, cannot take a punch. And PETA. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Pretty bird, pretty bird.
I guess we left off with the
Clink,
end
clink,
scene
clink,
of
clink,
torture
Clink, clink, clink.
What the
for
deuce?
you.
That's me counting money.
Oh.
Clink, clink, clink.
That's right, the
Clink.
book.
Do you have a
They're
robot
metal, it's all
joke?
metal. No.
You went unconscious for an hour, Artigan.
Mhm.
You attuned to the book, this leather-bound tome that you know is an artifact from Nerull, the god of death.
It's the Book of Wild Darkness.
And when you went unconscious, Finner thought, oh, that's okay. I can't wake him up. I'll read the book.
Wonder what's in there.
So he opened the book, and
Curiosity killed the halfling.
Finner has this magical ability that he can literally read any language.
I can.
It's just something you can do.
I don't know if I can actually. I was looking at it, and I can speak any language, and anything with the language understands me when I speak.
I see.
But I don't know if it's reading.
Comprehend
We'll have
languages.
to reverse a few things that happened in our minds. Not very much happened.
Yeah, I was like, what did I read? The book.
You didn't, because you tried to read the book. All the letters started
was like,
reforming
sway,
and
sway.
shifting, and every time you tried to make sense of it, it hurt. And in about one round, 6 seconds, your mind went a little wonky, and you heard a voice count over and over again. Count. And you started counting your coins.
Right.
And you've been doing that. Artigan, you eventually wake up.
Okay. What do I see when I wake up?
Brother Sean, he's sitting next to you. He has his hand on Finner's chest. Finner's not moving, he's just continuing to count. He actually has it on his shoulder and continues dropping coins onto the ground. He's got about 1,000 coins on the ground right now. And each one he drops into this little pile of gold. You hear him counting the numbers out.
Do I see the book?
Yeah, Brother Sean left it on the ground.
Okay. I'm going to grab the book and put it in the bag of holding.
Artigan, sorry I didn't see you wake up.
No worries. What happened to Finner?
I don't think you should mess with that thing.
I'm not
Whatever it
going to
was,
anymore.
it messed you up. It messed him up.
Yeah, it's going to be hidden. What happened to Finner? You said it messed him up? What happened?
He picked it up. He opened it. Not for very long.
Well, let's hope this eventually stops.
It's been going on for pretty much since you went down. 1,008, he says.
I don't have that many coins, but sure.
Well, you have silver.
Okay.
You have 1,000 silver.
I have 141 platinum and 134 gold. That's what I have in my... Because I think I just give away money that's smaller than that.
Yeah. He recounts them. Keeps good count, though, you've noticed, over this past minute. Hasn't lost track.
Let me give something a try here. I'll cast Dispel Magic on him and see if it helps.
Okay. Remove curse, homie.
Sorry, I don't have Remove Curse.
Summer. Not until tomorrow, right? I can't help him until tomorrow.
So, 3rd level. Doesn't do anything?
It doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
It renders the halfling magicless.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, I think we have to let this run its course.
Go ahead and roll a d20, Artigan.
D20. Natural 20.
There you go.
You feel a tug at your mind. Something trying to get your attention, trying to talk to you. You can push it away, or you can let it in.
Can I tell what it is?
It's coming from the tome.
Oh, I'm pushing it away.
Yeah, good call. Put that shit deep in your bag and don't let it out.
Yeah, it's still in the bag holding.
That was what you were doing. Missed. Well, I know we black screened your whole torture scene. I believe you took off her hand and said you were going to call it there when she went unconscious.
Hands.
Yeah.
Because she went unconscious pretty much after the first hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a weenie.
What are you doing after that?
I would probably get a snack and go to bed.
Okay.
Curl up in the sun.
You go into the curl up in the sun in the daylight.
Yeah, go up to the garden,
Your favorite garden.
chase some butterflies.
Raphael.
I'm headed to the top of the tower where Merritt ascended.
Okay.
There's some guilt that has dripped over me. And I'm feeling pretty roughed up from the worm, so I'm kind of moving slowly.
So you ascend to the top of the tower. It's 600 feet high. When you get to the top, you
Wait, whose
pop
tower
the
is this?
hatch,
Tower of the Gods.
and it's still dark everywhere you can see, but you can see the sky clearly. The sun has set. It's nighttime. You're gonna pray?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
With you guys.
Oh.
As you're kind of walking the perimeter of the Tower of the Gods, you look down just to see the city. You see all the torchlight that is lighting up the streets, the buildings. You can actually see from here clearly the Citadel, and across the street you would see where Roan stays, and you see actually Roan entering into jails.
Into where?
The jail where you keep Emerosa.
Oh, shit.
Someone's not going to be really happy with you.
Yeah, that's
Lucy, you have some splaining to do.
Yeah, maybe I should just stay atop.
Use the helm, teleport away.
I don't have any charges in my tele.
Not yet.
I don't
That's too bad. I heard bar the door is good this time of year.
Yeah, right. I am gonna see if I have one more fly. I don't think I do.
You can jump.
Yeah.
I have 28 health.
Do humans often land on
I'm
their
going
feet?
to. You know what? I'm gonna make my. I'm not gonna try to rush to see him. I know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna walk my ass back down to the jail cell.
All right, so you skip the prayers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
We'll go with you for a minute. You get down to the floor level. You make your way to the jails. The door is closed. There is a guard outside. He wasn't out there, like on the outside when Roan went in. You go into the jails. Roan is sitting there. You see a bottle that's mostly empty by him. He's sitting next to the jail cell. The bars. You see Omarosa's body slumped over by the bars.
She conscious?
She doesn't look conscious.
Good evening, Roan. I don't believe she'll be saying too much to you tonight.
I He looks up at you. I don't think she'll be saying anything at all.
What happened, Roan?
Sorry, Raphael. I heard what happened. And I can't allow it. I won't allow it. I took things into my own hands.
You have just given her what she wants.
Possibly. I've never lost the tenets of the council. One of our 13 laws is that we will not torture. We will not harm those, especially without trial. She was under our care, Raphael.
It was not
She was in our city.
It was not my decision.
You can say that. She's in our jails.
She was a prisoner of Last City, as far as I'm concerned. And since they cannot trial her there, I allowed Miss to give her a trial here. It was a very short trial.
You allowed him to play with his toy. I'm not here to argue what you did or didn't do, or the morality of it. I came here and did what I did. I'll live with that decision. Not for love. You're not that.
I do feel guilty about this. I could have stopped it. But she pushed me too far.
And we go straight murder hobo.
Didn't tell you what you wanted to hear. We already knew what she was, Raphael. She hasn't done anything to you in the past few days. We knew why she was here.
After fighting Qorgeth, I'm sorry,
Again, Raphael, you are my friend, and I am not going to argue for your own morality. It sounds like you're dealing with that yourself. And the world still needs you for. That's all there is to it. I just want to make sure that when all the dust settles, the world will be in good hands. I'm going to go to bed.
What shall we do with this body?
Burn it, bury it. It doesn't matter. She's dead.
I call for the guard.
That
Come in.
poor guard.
He gets up, he picks his bottle up, and as the guard walks in, he just nods at them and he walks out. The guard, give me an insight.
Oh, damn it. I got the wrong character pulled up right now. Sorry.
Do you have any wisdom?
No.
It's probably a fail. What'd
Okay.
you roll?
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not enough. He comes in. What do you need? What can I do for you?
Opens this gate. This cell.
He pulls out his keys and his hand shakes a little and he unlocks it and opens the door.
How's his face look? What kind of emotion is he wearing?
It's hard to tell, but you only rolled a 7.
Okay. I pick up Amoros's body.
Okay.
And I look at him and I go, "You may go home for the night."
He just nods his head and he rushedly walks out of the room.
And I'm going to walk with Amoros's dead body. Maybe to try to find Frederick, or I'm walking out of the city is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the gates.
Okay. Well, you won't find anyone outside the city.
Okay. So
You
if
might
I don't
find
see
a couple
anybody,
patrols here and there. There's actually a patrol of Tabaxi out there. They're still working on the wall at this late an hour, and they have started this wall. It's the same kind you saw at Last City. They've been taking some of the undead they find and literally piking them onto the fence to create a fence of undead. It's somewhat grotesque. They have trenches dug behind the fence.
I'll go up to one of the tabaxi.
Sure. Let me remember who all is here. Brian wrote it down for me. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
So you're going to walk up to the tobacco. There's a total of 5. One of them is definitely the leader because he is just standing there pointing and yelling and telling people what to do. He's not actually participating in the hard work. He's the walking boss.
Excuse me, sir. Do you or any of your men have any way of creating a fire for this body?
A fire? Yeah. We could throw her in the trench. And just fire it here.
Can we do this as soon as possible?
No questions asked from the sketchy guards.
He
Yeah,
pulls
we'll
out
burn it.
some flint
We
and
know we
steel
gotta
and
get
he
rid of
lights
that.
up a torch.
I'll drop
We
the
don't
body.
generally need fire at night. Maybe throw some of this wood on. He yanks a piece off the fence and you see a zombie head trying to reach for him. With its mouth, its arms have been removed, and as it's reaching its head over and over, it just can't make that distance to bite down into his flesh. He gives it a little psh in the face with the wood.
I'll drop the body in the trench.
You drop the body in the trench. He throws it in. He takes another piece of wood, smashes it over his knee, breaks it in 2, breaks it into 3, starts splintering it and throwing it on the body.
The world is a bad place.
And as the body is lighting up, I'll watch for maybe a little bit, just to make sure that it's actually catching and everything.
Oh, it catches.
And then I'll turn my back, but I'll stay out there for a while until the fire goes down.
You are Raphael, right?
Yes. And who am I speaking to?
My name is Joy. He smiles and he's got a little snaggletooth that sticks above his upper lip.
Are you related to Mist?
No, I am not one of the chosen. He is our prince.
He's a very interesting guy.
Yes. I don't know what you mean by interesting.
Tabaxi psychology is a weird thing.
I am not sure he's
We'll be out here for about another hour. Should I report what I've seen?
No need to.
It's already forgotten. He looks over at one of the ones that had stopped working on the fence. It's already forgotten. They just turn around and continue working. He's mostly black for tabaxi. He has a couple white streaks through his face, little patterns.
I appreciate all you do here.
I think we'll be done with this fence in maybe another 2 weeks. They'll have all the defenses shored up and I can... Well, it depends if they even let us finish. We might go back to Last City, I've heard, and try to shore up the defenses there. Rid that city of the last of those creatures. The great worms.
I'm very sorry we weren't able to prevent that.
I didn't hear of any reported deaths. It's just a city.
This is true. It will be rebuilt. And you will have Oakdale's help as well.
He pulls a flask from his jacket, hands you the flask.
I'll take it. And I'll drink a very large sum of it.
You start gulping it out. He's like, hey, not too greedy there. That's some of my special.
I'll hand
All
it
right.
back.
Special, and he stops talking like,
Some of my special Clorox.
right? Like,
You're not there.
I know.
I've marked that water skin to make sure people know it's mine.
yep.
I appreciate it. It was very good meeting you.
We'll meet again. Get back to work. Another one like jumps to attention. And they start trenching more.
I'll say until the new dawn, and I'll start walking back into the city.
All right. Artigan, what are you doing in the meantime? You've put the book away.
I'm going to attune to the rod and armor. Start with the rod.
Okay, you're just gonna keep staying where you're at, where Finner's counting.
Yep. And just keep an eye on them.
The rod first.
Yeah, I'll do the rod first.
The hour passes. You attune to the rod. It is a rod of resurrection. I didn't actually read what it does. It's in the DM guide.
What's up?
We just burned her body.
I'll look it up for you. Rod. And what else are you attuning to?
Requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or paladin. The armor.
Okay. The armor you don't actually have to attune to. You spend an hour with it, and it's just a +2 scale. Nothing too fancy. Finner wakes up.
I mean, I stopped counting.
Wakes up, stops counting. It's the same thing because you're just standing there. Actually, you're sitting there by a pile of money. All your money has been laid out on the ground in 2 different piles. One pile is smaller than the other, and you wake up as you're dropping a coin into the bigger pile. Chink!
I'm like, whoa.
Looks like it came around. I was glad that took as little amount of time as it did.
That book
I'm
is
worried about you.
weird.
Yep.
So we're gonna read it again?
No.
No. I put the money away.
You just scoop it
Yeah, I
all
just
up into your bag.
Sweep.
Yeah, I thought it was bad news. Now we know it's bad news.
What is it?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
No.
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 Okay, no. Aren't you a little bit curious?
I was curious. I attuned to it. I'm no longer curious.
Oh. That was fast.
Yes.
Okay, well, what do we do now?
Well.
The rod has 2 charges, by the way.
Oh, okay.
2 charges left.
Well, I'd like a day to be able to spend to hide this thing.
Where are we gonna hide it?
The book.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know, including me.
How does that happen?
I got a plan, but it's gonna take some time to prep it. So.
Okay. That didn't actually answer any of my questions.
I'm aware.
Oh. Come on, Artigan, you can tell me.
I
I can use magic?
I will use magic, yes.
Sweet, what kind of magic?
Some magic to go very far away.
Like the gate? Cube thing?
Yeah, kind of like the gate cube thing.
So we're gonna hide on another plane?
Either another plane or somewhere in this plane that we're not going to find it.
What happens if Nerull finds it?
He won't.
How do you know?
I'll have some stuff lined up, but I don't want to say too much. More people that know, the more dangerous it is. So,
I mean, he's a god. It's his book. I think he'll probably be able to find it. Maybe we should keep it close and protect it.
I feel like keeping it close means that anyone could take it from us. We're going to be fighting that Lich guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if we have it on us,
Yeah, but we're obviously going to win, so it's fine.
I like to be a little bit more cautious. What do you have plans for? Gonna do more escapades late at night?
I have to go talk to Yor.
Hmm.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah. I've talked to him
Didn't
before.
he used to run this place?
Yeah, they were going to make him the main person at the Tower of the Gods, I believe.
I found him stuffing some priestess in the Temple of Shar a little while ago.
Oh.
Yeah, they were into some dirty deeds. She got excommunicated for screwing him. I didn't know that you had to be celibate to be a Sharian.
Maybe she just didn't keep her secrets well.
Evidently. They kicked her out. So I don't know. I think that there's juicy things afoot over there, and I want to know what he's up to because it seems like it's interesting. So I might go bother him tonight.
That's a good plan.
Mercy buckets.
Or I might go to the Astral Realm and see if my friends there are around. The Astral Plane is a good place. We should go there sometime. You'd like it.
Sure.
I have friends there. What are you going to do tonight?
Well, gonna have some time thinking about what I want to do. That's the main thing. Have you been in my manor yet? I don't know if we've.
Pardon me?
Arts Museum. Have you ever seen it?
No.
I think you'd like it there. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Curiosity killed the halfling.
He said art museum.
Arts Museum. I'm like,
So I'll take the small silver door or small ivory door, and take a spoon, tap it, and it the metal covers the door, and it gets bigger and opens up.
sweet.
The ritual.
Awesome.
How do we get here?
All right, I go in.
Okay, and it's got the portraits from all the things that we fought.
Oh, nice.
Venner's in one of them. In the
Probably more than one, because
yeah.
every time you come in here, there's new and updated and different portraits.
yeah, there's the one with us fighting the worm.
Oh, yeah. That's where Qorgeth tried to eat my face.
You look up and around, and yeah, everywhere you look, there's giant portraits hanging on the walls of this.
Wow.
In the picture, Mist is like going like this through the hole.
Okay.
You see an over-the-shoulder view of Mist looking into the room at Qorgeth and you.
Hey, you want to come with me to talk to Yor?
Nah, he's not too big of a fan of me.
I mean, that's okay. I don't think he likes me anymore either. Not after I told that guy about the fact that he was giving her the old, been behind the door, and he got caught.
Mm.
I think he's probably pretty upset. That's what makes it fun.
You have a lot more fun with that mischief than I do. But this manor is a free place for you to go. Only the four of us can enter.
What about Alana?
Oh yeah, I'd probably include her as well.
Okay. I was going to be like, boys club.
No goes allowed.
Oh, man.
But I probably only mentioned that us four can enter.
Okay. All right. It's cool. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go bother Yor.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Have fun.
Have you seen Mist?
I have not, but if you do see him, feel free to let him know about this place and let him know he's free to come and go as he pleases.
Okay. I go look for Mist first, see if I can get him to come with me.
Yeah, you go to the garden. He's been spending most of his free time there.
Right. He's my shenanigans buddy.
If he's not there, he's probably at the jails.
Okay, I go to the garden.
You go to the garden. He is sprawled out, laying with his belly up to the sun, the fake daylight sun. There is no actual source of this light. It's just all daylight inside this 60-foot radius, I think.
I don't know.
Big.
At least that much for bright light, and then there's dim light afterwards.
And he's on the edge where...
Hey, psst. Hey, psst. Hey, come on, let's go do some stuff.
Why?
Because I think that we should go bother that guy that I caught ramming it to that priestess in the Temple of Shar.
You know who he is?
His name's Yor. He's up to some kinds of shenanigans. I think we should shenanigans his shenanigans.
That sounds good. Speaking of shenanigans, you come to the jail. I want to show you my progress.
Nope. That's a hard nope. Mist, we're great friends. I love hanging out with you and running around at night and getting up to all sorts of stuff, but I like birds. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, perhaps I just woke up. But
Every time we go by the bird cage, I try to let the birds out that you rip the heads off of as a way of saying, hi, I was here.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is I don't want to know what's happening in the jail. I'm done with that.
Very well.
Let's go bother Yor.
Sure.
We can't twist his head off.
As we're walking, I assumed you would be quite pleased with what was going on in the jail. You'll be happy to know I did not kill her.
There's a lot of bad things that can happen to someone that don't include death. What did you do?
I'm currently limiting the way she can cast magic.
Okay, stop. I think about that for a minute. I'm like, please tell me you tied her hands up.
Yes, I did do that.
That's good. Okay. Come on, let's go see Yor.
Where are you gonna go?
I go find, what's his face?
Tethys?
Yeah, I'll start with Tethys.
Who are you thinking of?
I was going to go talk to his friend, Captain Teleport.
Roan?
Yeah, Roan.
His quarters are literally buttressed up against the jails.
Oh, well then I go to Roan's place.
Right here.
You knock on the door.
Roan!
It's late, but you knock. You continue to knock, and finally he comes to the door.
Roan! Actually, I don't knock. I go to the door. I open it. If it's locked, I'll unlock it. I unlock it.
So you did knock.
Sure. I knock real quick because Roan's our friend, and then I unlock the door with the 20 and go in.
20 is enough. He was just getting up out of his bed.
He sees Mist standing in the doorway. As it
Mist
swings
and
up.
the Finner.
I'm like, hey, Roan, what's up? I walk in.
We require your assistance.
There something I can help you with?
Yes.
Looks like he just woke up.
I hop up onto the foot of his bed and perch on it. I need to know.
Finner,
Yes.
why did you knock?
It was the polite thing to do because we're friends. So I'm not breaking in. I'm just letting myself in. That's what happens after you knock.
That is not our culture. You have to wait until we answer the door.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It would have taken you so long.
Yes.
Anyways.
What if I was naked or in the middle of something?
Like a priestess.
Is that something you'd want to see?
I would just tell you to pull your pants up and get your business away, and then we would talk.
Anyways.
Halflings are far less weird about nudity than the rest of you guys.
Is that so?
I'm not wearing pants at all right now.
He never wears pants, and I hang out with him all the time.
Go ahead.
What can I help you with?
Modify your memory.
So, I need to know where Yor lives.
Why?
Because I found him in the middle of something with the priestess of Shar in their temple the other day. And I'm pretty sure they were up to no good because then, what was that guy's name? Tethys excommunicated her for giving it to Yor, which I didn't think they were celibate, but maybe they are. So Yor was talking about some things where she was going to back him and he should have taken care of it a long time ago. And he just looks like the stuffy kind of guy that would be fun to bother. So I want to go figure out what he was up to. And possibly apologize for getting him thrown out of the temple with his pants around his ankles.
No harm can come to him.
Why would I hurt him?
I'm pouring myself a glass of wine.
I told Mist we can't pull his head off.
He did
I
indeed.
don't condone your mischief making,
Why not?
but I'll let you know where he lives.
Yes.
Great. Where
Do
does
not
he live?
worry. I'm turning over a new
That's all this was about?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else would I come see you about?
He jots down an address
So while he's jotting down the address and not looking at me, I'm going to steal something from him and replace it
from
with a
his
platinum
person.
piece.
You can't find anything.
No, not
He's
his
in
person. From
90s.
like around the room.
Take his pajamas.
Yeah. I yank his pajama pants and run out. No.
There's something on the table that looks very fancy, and it's got many winding gears.
Oh, yeah, that. Should I roll it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't roll a 1. I can roll a 2. Luck. There we go. 30.
30. Are you replacing it with a platinum?
I am.
It's on his nightstand. The opposite side, he's kind of looking in that direction to jot down his note.
So I'll put the platinum somewhere else in the room if that makes it easier.
I am currently noisily pouring myself a half glass of wine and then leaving the wine and taking the bottle.
And I feel like sleight of hand is like that stuff where they'll be shaking dude's hand in public, the magicians, and all of a sudden his watch is on their wrist. Like if you're really good at it,
Yeah, I know.
you should be able to do it while they're watching. I feel like a 30 is pretty good.
I didn't say it was bad. I didn't even say it was a fail.
I take his thing.
You take his thing, I said.
All right.
And you leave his platinum somewhere.
Yeah. I'll put it under his pillow like a tooth fairy.
A pillow.
Yeah. Right.
What's a
Rhymes
pillow?
with Jello. It's so soft and wiggly. Just like
Yep. Stop now.
Just like Qorgeth.
You, when he's not looking, replace his mechanical doodad with a coin.
Actually, do I want to replace with something more interesting than a coin? I might.
You're going to put it under his pillow.
I am.
Do you have anything
Not a
more
pillow.
interesting?
I do.
a rat corpse.
Oh, man. It's a good thing I'm a nice guy. Put an acid vial underneath this pillow.
Slams down on his pillow.
I am going to put Qorgeth's tooth under his pillow.
You can't.
Why not?
It's giant.
It's as
Okay.
big as you are.
All right.
It's at least like a foot and 4 inches.
Okay. I don't know what a glower is.
It's a glowing flower.
Oh, no. I put the glower under his pillow. It's some kind of musical instrument.
That's also pretty big.
It
That was the
is.
one that has no valves or anything.
Yeah. It's a gloon.
It's kind of like that large.
Okay, never mind. I don't have to use that one. Then I'll put the magical chalks under his pillow. Will that work?
Didn't you
I
steal
mean,
that
they're
from
not
him?
magical. They're just chalk.
They're magical.
Yeah, you did.
No, they're
steal
just
chalk
chalk.
from him.
I took them from him. There's...
No, you took them
Where'd I
from
take them from?
Mist's elder that was casting teleportation
Oh, right.
circle. They're
Okay.
chalks used in the ritual. That's all they are, is chalk.
That's cool. I put them under his pillow. As far as Finner's concerned, the chalks make you do magic. So,
I mean, that's probably how you do it.
right, magic chalks. Who wouldn't want those? Boop, under the pillow.
Okay. He finishes jotting down this address.
So should I put down geared thing?
Sure.
What is it?
You don't know.
Clockwork thingamajig.
Clockwork thingy.
Either way, as you are preparing to leave, he hands you the note. Finner,
Yeah.
how should I say this? I would like my possessions back.
What do you mean?
He looks at the desk where the thing is missing. I mean, that was there when I went to bed. And
Oh.
it is no longer there.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it must have fallen into my bag. What is it?
What should I be looking for in my bag?
Right, exactly.
It's sentimental to me. It's a memento for my late wife. She passed a long time ago.
Oh, I am so sorry. Is there anything else in the room while I'm looking at the bag that looks like it'd be fun to take that he might not miss so much?
Yeah, things that aren't like blatantly on his nightstand.
Sure, like what else?
There's a little mantle with some statues that are less likely to be missing, especially if you didn't grab them all. Like, you clear off the whole nightstand, people are going to see it. You clear off certain things, people will see it. But if,
Okay.
you know, you're smart about it, and, like, there's 3 or 4 statues by each other, taking one of those would be less noticeable.
Okay, so I return the clockwork thing, but I swap it for a statue.
I never said you were smart, though.
That's not my
You
thing.
can steal really well, but you're not that smart.
No, I'm wise. All right, so I give back the clockwork thingy and I take a statue.
He's like, it stopped working a long time ago, but
Maybe you should get it
Someday.
fixed.
only people with certain talents could make it work again.
I know who could fix it. Lodi could fix it.
I don't think he can.
If Lodi can't fix it, he knows who does. He knows who could.
I've asked him.
All right. Well, bye.
You don't get into too much trouble.
I just laugh at him and I chop out the window.
It's he has paned windows. You don't want to do that.
Oh, they don't slide open?
You're gonna slide his window open in front of him and jump out of it.
Yeah. Why take the door? It's slower.
You grab the window, it doesn't open. You go and unlock it.
Slide it
You
open.
slide it up, and it
hop
takes
out.
a lot longer than walking out the door.
Whatever. I do it anyways. I'm like, come on, we're leaving.
I'm currently sitting on his table, and I reach over and I grab the glass of wine that I poured, and I drain it, and then I walk out still with the bottle in my hand.
So you switch the bottle to the glass to the bottle.
Did he tell us where Yor lives?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Give you the address.
Yeah, sweet. We go there. Counting, was it strenuous?
What do you mean?
Can I spend
Rest.
hit dice?
Oh no, you can't spend hit dice.
Sweet.
Not
Okay.
from counting.
All right. I go there anyways.
You don't even remember it.
The counting?
Yeah. That whole period of time is blocked out from your mind.
Okay.
It's as if you went unconscious.
But didn't get a rest.
No.
Okay.
Neither did Artigan.
We are all the way over here if you want to swing into the jail.
You really want to show me this really bad, don't you?
I was just saying that it's available.
Okay, let's go to the jail. I'm going to so regret this. All right, we go in.
You walk into the jail and it is dark. Finner can't see.
Yeah, I can.
Got my Phoenix.
When we were fighting Qorgeth, I spent the key to see in the dark. It lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
How,
So, yeah,
how much light does Sal, my Phoenix,
I
give
think I
off?
said 5:10.
5:10? Okay.
Or did I say 10:20?
I think it was half of a torch.
I think so. 10:20.
Okay.
Because the torch is 2040, right?
I think so.
So your baby Phoenix sheds 10 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light. It is light enough to see in here. The jail cell door is open. There are no guards. It is dark. There are no torches lit. There are no lanterns lit.
No one's here.
No one's here.
Okay, so I'm not sure why we're here. I thought you wanted to show me a thing.
Perhaps we have gone to the wrong cell. It is dark. So I
There's
go back
one cell
outside.
in this room.
and I-
Yeah. All right, let's just go bug Yor. Come on.
Where is the guard?
I don't know.
And the prisoner?
They're gone. Are you sure you did a good job of keeping her from casting?
I did ascertain that the door was locked when I left. Perhaps Raphael knows. I will have to ask him.
We're not going to go see Yor tonight, are we?
Oh, we could go see your.
Okay, come on.
I
Let's go do
will.
that.
I will continue this tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
You would have been very
Raphael,
proud. I kept you
Artigan,
alive.
are you doing anything in the meantime?
I'm going to go check with Lodi and see if he's got some dust of diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire worth 5,000 gold.
Whoa. So, Lodi, are you loaded?
Loaded.
You go up to Lodi's room, Artigan.
Mhm.
It is late.
Oh, it is?
Although they have no trouble waking people in the nighttime.
We do it all the time.
I just got 2 hours of sleep.
He's a cat.
Okay.
You can. It's fine. It's like 10, so that's when people would start going to bed. Maybe people went to bed a little earlier. The ones that get up early, for sure.
I'll still knock if he doesn't answer.
You give that
Get awake
nice
the
light
dogs.
tap to make sure it's not too loud. And yes, the dogs start barking.
Shoot. Forgot about the dogs.
It wakes everyone. You see one of the scribes. She sticks her head out another door, looking down.
Sorry.
And finally, you hear some ruckus, and you hear, "Quiet, quiet." All right. Lodi walks to the door and opens it. Artigan.
I am so sorry. I did not think of the dogs.
Well, you're not the first.
I was looking to see if you have some components that I would need. I can trade their value, I believe, in items.
Lodi's hair is wild and frizzy, as well as his beard. It is not kept right now. It looks like he just woke up. Well, what are you looking for?
I need dust comprised of diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire, worth $5,000. I've done this before, I believe, and I believe you were the one who provided it. So I was hoping to get another.
Do you have any solid gems that we could consolidate?
I do have 1,400 worth of gems, but other than that, the only major gold I have is these 8 gold bars.
You said diamonds? Did I hear diamonds?
Yes.
Do you have any diamonds? That would be something I'm lacking in.
I believe we have some for the resurrection, but I don't believe it got it written down.
If it was from Dalrin's bag,
Yeah.
you'd have like 10,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit done.
But they're not dust. They are all broken down into small diamonds. In fact, Lodi was the one that did that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably take the 1,400 in gems and the rest of it in diamond. Just ask him to grind it down for me if he can.
Is that all you need? Then you don't need me to provide anything.
Yeah, I have the diamond then, so then.
So I just need to grind it. Can I wait?
If you'd like to.
I would like to.
Okay. I'll check with you in the morning then. Sorry about that.
How about check with me in the afternoon?
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you.
He closes the door. Raphael, before the shenanigans begin, I give you your chance.
What?
Are you doing anything else?
Well, I guess I was just like, I guess not. I don't know. I'm just walking to my, like, what's the time right now?
It's like 10.
Is that when these guys are talking? I don't know. I'm just walking back to my place right
So you
now.
go back to your place for the night.
Maybe we run into you on the way out of the jail.
No.
No. Okay.
No, that'd be too awesome.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't want me to see your.
You can see your, I don't care, but I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
If you're just going back to your room for the night, you go back to your room for the night.
Maybe that's what I was going to do.
Finner,
Yep.
missed. You're going to yours.
We are going to yours house.
You get to the address that Rome gave you. He is not home.
Oh, hey, I bet he's out banging that priestess somewhere. Hey, I know where we should go. Let's go back to the Temple of Shar.
Why not in here?
It's locked.
Oh, it's locked? I opened the door. Yeah, it's not a problem for us. Plus 17.
Yeah, 17 plus 19 is 36.
Yep.
You open the door into his small house. It's 2 bedrooms and 1 main room with a fireplace and a chimney.
And no one's home?
Nobody's home.
I guess it would be remiss of us not to walk in and, maybe we can start a fire for him so it's warm when he comes back. I walk inside the house.
Who is this man?
I don't know. He's some guy that was banging a priestess of Shar, but they were talking like they had important stuff to. They didn't want anybody to know about. And then when, what's his name?
Tethys?
Yeah, when Tethys found him, he totally kicked them out and excommunicated her from the church for sleeping
The
with this
4th time
guy.
he's told this story.
I mean, seriously, you have to have some shit's going on if they're going to excommunicate you for sleeping with a guy.
Perhaps like Roan, they are just very twitchy about nudity.
I mean, I guess that's possible. I never thought about that. Maybe showing your naughty bits is a reason to get excommunicated? Really? I don't know. But I thought I'd ask Yor because why not? Because if there's anybody who knows what's going on, he knows.
Well, we cannot ask his person, so let us ask his house.
Okay. Yeah, I'm already inside the house looking around.
Yeah. Look for clues.
Right.
It's well furnished.
I'll investigate.
There's lots of fancy different things around. So the furniture is well made. There's area rugs, tapestries on the wall. You're investigating?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation. It takes a little bit of time to go through things.
Cool. 16.
16. You go into the second room, which has been basically made into an office. And that's where you start.
Yeah.
You get 5 minutes into your investigation, searching through the doors. There's a lot of documents and notes and ledgers.
Keep a lookout.
Very.
Sure. I go into the bedroom and lay down on his bed and just grab stuff that I can reach from the nightstand and look at it and read it.
Whatever.
Very, very boring documents and text and scripts of different inventories, ledgers. There's a list of many people's names with some notes about them, kind of like someone's keeping track of who they are and even important things. So it has people's names, and then next to it might have date, birth, things like that.
But nothing
Awfully boring. But you
Okay.
get 5 minutes in, and you hear the door open. Chink.
I become invisible.
You're invisible.
Yep. Psst. He's here.
Good.
We can't hurt him.
Okay.
You hear the footsteps echo through the wooden floors,
I mean, I'm invisible.
heading towards the rooms. The door opens to your office where you're in, and he looks in. You look at him. You feel like he looked at you for a second, then he kept scanning the room. He walks over to the next room.
I'm going to slip between his legs. I'm a halfling.
Roll acrobatics.
I don't have to. I can move through people's
can.
spaces.
Can you do it without touching him?
Oh, let's see.
So yeah, there's a difference between
I
sneak
can't
past
roll a
him
1.
or tumble between
Those
his
were
legs while he's
15.
walking.
15.
That's the extra level
Passively,
of difficulty.
or not passively, he's actively perceiving,
Cool.
but he doesn't roll very well.
So I
And his
slip
pass
between
is
his
not
legs.
better.
I slip past him, and I make a noise like someone's fumbling from the front door with minor illusion.
Your favorite go-to.
Yep. So it sounds like someone's trying to open the door to his cot.
Casting a spell doesn't make you.
Ooh, it might.
Might.
Can I hide as a bonus action? Before I do it.
Can you hide as a bonus action?
I can.
Where are you going to hide? It has a lot of furniture in here. There's a nice, large chair.
I'll hide under the chair.
Okay. There's not enough room to hide under the chair. You can hide behind it. It's pretty large.
Okay, I hide behind it.
It's very cushiony.
Okay. And then I
Okay. You rush around the back. You cast your spell.
Should I roll my hide since he's actively perceiving?
Yeah, I think you have to.
I roll my hide. Not awesome.
It's
This
not
is great. It's awesome. 16.
16.
I don't hide as well as the other things.
He walks to the front. He opens the door, takes a look out, closes it, locks it, and then he says something and he casts an incantation.
Ooh. He knows magic.
And then he
Does he have a component pouch on him? I become invisible again when I have another action.
become invisible. He
Did he use a wand?
didn't
or a
seem to
component
use a
pouch?
component pouch. He has something in his hand.
Like a wand or something?
It's not a wand, it's like an orb.
Oh, is it still in his hand?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You can't pick something from their hand.
The minute it's not in his hand, it's mine. If he puts it in a bag in
Okay.
his waist, if he
I
puts
was
it down
like-
for a split second, anything that happens to when it's not in his
He
hand
goes
makes
over
it
to
my
the door
thing.
where Mist is staying.
Ooh.
It's closed, but he goes to open it. Are you just sprawled out on his bed? What's your name?
You are Yor, correct?
I asked for your name.
Yes, you
You
did.
are in my house.
Yes, I am. You are excellent at statements, poor at questions.
Hey, I'm behind him. Whoop.
You.
Yeah. Are you okay? I didn't mean to get you thrown out. I'm sorry that happened.
Why are you here? I do not. What are you doing here?
We were interrogating your house.
And what did it tell you?
No, I was gently asking you questions. I'm not an interrogator. I'm an asker. It told me you are boring and are very concerned about when people are born. That's what it told me.
He goes to cast a spell.
Oh, I'm gonna make myself invisible. Okay, do I have time to do it before he casts? Do we roll initiative?
Do you want to roll initiative?
I mean, if he's casting a spell, I feel like we should maybe figure out who's doing what when.
Can you tell what
Roll
spell it
initiative
is?
we can.
What's up?
Can you tell what spell it is?
No.
Not something
I
you
don't.
can-
I don't cast. I don't have Arcana.
I'm just laying on the bed,
So I guess
holding
I'm
his
like-
diary like half open.
So yeah, I'll just become invisible so I can break line of sight because I know that some spells they have to see you.
Okay.
And then I'm
he
like,
completes the spell. You don't know what he did.
okay, but I'm not hurt. He's not gone.
Still there.
Okay. Look, I just want to talk.
So you broke into my house.
Mm-hmm.
I broke
talk.
into your house.
I don't care.
Yes.
You just followed me.
Yes.
You
we wanna
have
talk.
about a minute before the town guard gets here.
I'm not worried about the town guard.
Okay.
Okay.
They will
So
remove
you are employed by the town guard.
Then they might remove him. They won't remove me.
You're still invisible? When you talk, does it make you visible?
There's two kinds of invisibility that I have, so probably I'm visible.
You just like blinking,
Blink,
getting
blink,
out of
blink, blink.
existence.
Yeah, right.
Like the reception's
let
bad
me
on the
see.
hologram.
A lot of times it's if you cast a spell or take an offensive action.
Shadow step. Oh yeah, I'm still invisible. I remain invisible until I make an attack, cast a spell, or an area of bright light.
Okay.
So, I'm still invisible. I'm like, yeah, the town guard hasn't been born yet that can catch me.
We can definitely root you out of my house.
I mean, I don't want to stay here all night. I just want to ask you some questions and have a conversation about why did they throw that poor lady out for sleeping with you?
Ask them. I'm not the one that threw her out.
I mean, I probably will go ask Tethys next because you're not being very conversational.
Next question.
What did you need help with? We can help you. We're good at helping people. We just helped kill the worm, Qorgeth. He had an extra name, the Devourer. And we helped kill him. So we're good helpers. We can help you with things if you need help.
You're from Last City?
No, but we were there. He's from Last City. I'm a halfling. Halflings don't live there, really. They just visit.
I am impressed at your willful ignorance if you are unavailable to have learned who I am over the past week or so. Impressive.
You think I am willfully ignorant? Maybe I just don't put all my cards on the table.
Perhaps you began by asking me my name.
Do you want help?
That's the most important thing to you.
We're good helpers.
We are indeed.
Do you owe allegiance to Rome?
No. I mean, we talk to Ron, we hang out with him sometimes. I broke into his house tonight before your house, if this is what you call breaking in. Although, I knocked on Roan's door before I opened it, so I think that's just letting myself in, so he doesn't have to get up. Where I'm from, that's polite.
We don't even have doors on many of our buildings.
I'll be frank with you.
I thought you were your.
You have 30 seconds.
Inspiration!
Whatever you're clicking.
That was good.
So if you work for the town guard, perhaps you know where my prisoner has gone.
I was actually just getting to that.
Oh, then this trip has not been wasted.
When the town
Please
guard
tell me
gets
where
here,
she
you
has
can
been
send
moved
them
to.
away, right? And then we'll help you.
So you haven't heard.
Heard what?
Roan is the one responsible for killing her.
Why would Roan kill her?
That seems unlikely.
Yeah, that is unlikely. We
Go
know
and ask
Roan.
him yourself.
She has difficulty.
Come back here if you find out the truth and you still want to know what I need.
So wait. You want me to go back, let myself back into Roan's room?
Or not, I don't care. You have 20 seconds.
Until what? Until I evade the town guard?
Till you leave.
As the town guard, do you not have a responsibility to arrest Roan? If he has
He's
indeed
not supposed
killed
to
a
kill
prisoner,
people.
I don't run the town guard, and he has enough clout with the city that they won't arrest him. They might give him a trial.
What do you run?
15 seconds.
Look, I'm telling you, I don't care if the town guard come. You might want to get a head start, though. You're faster than they are, but you're not invisible.
will they take me to the prison? To where Roan is?
You probably not.
Because that would be to my advantage. I would like to speak to this Roan again.
Let's go let
Then
ourselves
go to
into
his
Roan's
house.
house, and then we'll come back. Come on.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to Roan's place. We'll be back, Yor. Bye. It was nice to see you again.
Where are you going?
To Roan's house?
Out the door?
No, I got the window.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Doors are for chumps.
As I'm about to go out the door, you say that out loud. It's like,
I'm like, window.
whatever. We'll follow you out the window.
Okay.
You go Roan's.
Yep. I'm like, I let myself in. Should I roll it?
Roll to unlock.
27.
Yep.
So
He's just awake at this point.
I open the door. Roan! Hey, I heard something that I thought was disturbing, so I came to check with you, because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do when you hear disturbing things about people. I don't like gossip, I say.
Are you responsible for executing the prisoner of the last city and committing treason against our agreement?
Whoa. I guess that...
I killed her.
Why, Roan? I thought you said we don't kill people.
I couldn't let what was happening to her happen.
What was happening?
Well, apparently he hasn't told you.
He told me he didn't kill her.
Well, that's true. Yet.
I had no intention of killing her.
Did you know that in our city the act of torture is illegal?
Excuse me? What now?
Torture?
Torture.
I had not even completed removing all of her hands.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Do you not remove the hand of a thief?
Oh,
But
man.
we do not.
You consider all forms of corporal punishment
Can
torture.
we not talk about de-handing thieves here?
I know that we have different laws and customs. However, she still was under our legal jurisdiction.
That is incorrect. According to Raphael, she was under Last Cities.
If she was your prisoner, she was still within our confines.
Yes, because of your
The jails are not an
unbelievably
embassy
quick response.
of Last City.
Last City is now a ruin. Thank you for all your assistance, for joining us there.
We can fight semantics all you want.
No, I think we are going to fight in other ways. And I believe it would be prudent for you to
Can we not fight?
come over to your own jail cell where you are out of my jurisdiction.
You would be joining me in there if we're going to talk about it.
That would be
But as a
appreciated.
prisoner,
Guys, let's not do this. Let's just go talk to Yor and see what he needs help with, like we said.
He has admitted to aiding our greatest enemy. He is colluded with Amorosa, who is responsible for the destruction of Last City, and actively gave her what she desired in joining her god. And done so by committing murder of a prisoner held by the Last City.
held by Oakdale.
I
I will answer for my crimes to my city.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Well, let's go then.
Okay, let's go. Come on. We're going back to Yor's house.
I'm waiting for Rowan to walk himself into the jail cell.
You're going to be waiting all night, bud.
Why? Well, just let him sleep here. He's not going anywhere. At least we should let him get a good night's sleep. That would be the nice thing to do before he's tried for killing someone. Come on. We got other things to do. Bye, Yor. Good luck with your trial. I mean,
There's
not Yor.
room.
Bye, Roan. Good luck with your trial. I'll see you there. Come on. We're leaving. Come on. Come on. Go, go. I push you a little bit. Like gently nudge you towards the door.
My brothers and sisters shall call upon you in the morning. And I leave.
We're leaving. We're leaving. Okay, close the door. Back to Yor's house. If we pass the guards in the way, I wave at them.
Okay, the guards aren't there.
Okay.
Yours in that big comfy chair when you
I let myself in.
let yourself in.
Hello?
He just nods his head.
I nodded back at him.
So that was very quick.
I'm a good detective.
And what have you learned?
That Roan is gonna go to trial tomorrow because he killed Amorosa.
The trial's not tomorrow, but
Sometime. There will be one? I don't know.
probably, maybe. Politics are a web of, well, a web that you might not want to be caught in.
Politics are a web of power. And if you will be the one who sees justice to the broken agreement between our cities, our power lies behind you.
Well, judicious use of the word "our" there.
You
I'm
are
not
also
concerned.
a member of my clan.
Am I?
Yes, indeed.
How did that happen?
I have adopted you, of course.
Does that make you my dad?
No. Regardless of this half-breed's version of understanding.
That's what adoption is. Then you become someone's dad. I have a dad. I like you, Mist. I like hanging out with you, but I'm sorry, you're not my dad.
Very well.
If you can convince this man, and he jots down a name, to put me on the trial, then I'll see to it that justice is served.
Where is this man to be found?
This isn't justice. This is fixing a trial. You told us that if we went and talked to you and then we came back, you would talk to us about what you needed help with.
This is what he needs help with.
No, there's another thing. He didn't know about this when he was stuffing that priestess in that room.
The pieces all fell into place.
I'm sure they did.
Not by my hand, by Roan's.
Oh, I thought it was by her hand.
You are a little slow, my friend.
What pieces?
This is what I would like help with.
You want to depose Roan so that you can be in power.
You're catching up.
Which seems a worthy goal, as Roan has proven himself disloyal.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. You're in the side room, shut up in the Priests of Shar, because they're good at secrets. You need to figure out a way to get Roan out of power, and they seem like the most likely helpers, because maybe they can dig up some dirt on Roan that would put you in his place. But then you don't have to all of a sudden, because my fuzzy friend here tortured somebody, and Roan decided to kill her to give her freedom, and now he's opened himself up to the long arm of justice.
Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
I didn't hear anything about any torture.
Nor
Trust
did
me.
I, to be honest.
Well, if you're taking someone's hand off, I'm pretty sure that's torture.
According
least-
to all these half-breeds, even
According to
spanking
Roan.
a deviant is enough to count as torture.
We don't spank in our house, Dad.
Perhaps we shall begin. Where is this person? Where are they located?
Well, I wouldn't suggest going there tonight. They're
Why not?
probably in bed.
Sure. We'll just let ourselves in.
Their name is Evan.
Evan. Their name is Evan, as in that is his household name.
That is his first name.
What's his family name?
Evan Yolowitz.
Yolowitz. You only live once a wits. Yolowitz.
Yolowitz.
That's the best name ever.
I prove this.
Evan's my new best friend.
This guy. Very well. And what position does he hold?
He holds a minor position of power, but he has sway in the judicial system. And if you can let him know our cause is just to put me in the trial, there will be 3 judges.
I will begin this. I feel obliged to tell you that tomorrow morning, my brothers and sisters will descend upon Roan House, and we will begin the process ourselves.
I would think that'd be an interesting turn of events.
Very well. But yes, we will begin to dissuade Evan Yolowitz.
Yolowitz.
Very well.
All right, bye.
He pours himself a drink. Drink, gentlemen?
No, thank you. I don't partake most of the time.
I put down the bottle of wine that I took from Roan.
He deftly pours a stream into the bottle of straight liquor. Hopefully your bottle is empty, because that'd be a bad mix.
Yeah, it's gonna make you ill.
Well, drinking a whole bottle of wine would make me ill too. So no.
I mean, I guess I drink some.
Yeah. And some special blend.
I didn't remember up until now, but I'm immune to poison, including alcohol, probably.
Nice.
Yeah, and disease.
So, you leave for the night.
Mm-hmm.
The night will pass. If you have anything you want to do, we're going to not roleplay it.
Okay, things I want to do.
Making a list.
Take over
Checking
Oakdale.
No.
Kill Karamir.
I mean, actually,
those
yes,
are just
take
the things
over
that we're going
Oakdale,
to do.
Actually, probably. So my plan is to go talk to the guy, the secrets dude.
Tethys.
I'm going to talk to Tethys. Tell him about what yours planning. And, because I'm not really great at keeping secrets.
No, you're not.
I'm going to ask him if he thinks there's a way to get Roan deposed and also not let Yor take power, since he's obviously more keen to the political scene than I am in Oakdale.
Okay. That's what you're doing.
Yep. And I want to see if we can get the city annexed to the last city.
What are you doing?
I'm going to make my rounds to Bringer of Joy, to the whole entourage, and let them know that
There's an asking contest at Yor's house tomorrow morning.
yeah, some filthy half-breed decided to execute our prisoner, and break all agreement. As such, we are to cease and desist the construction of the wall, and we will reconvene at dawn at Rowan's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone else is sleeping.
And then we go to bed. And I sleep like a baby.
I'm like, Tethys, I need your help. Political machinations are going down. Look at all the secrets I know. Blah, 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 blah.
I sure hope you're not working for the other side. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So you spill your guts.
Tethys loves me.
Some of that stuff you tell him, you can definitely tell, even with little insight, that
I have a
he didn't
lot of
know
insight.
it.
My passive insight's a plus 11.
Oh, then you can tell.
Yep. I know he didn't know.
Some
I know,
of that stuff he knew.
but some he didn't.
Some he didn't.
And that's why I'm going to him, because he loves secrets.
After you're done spilling your guts, he's like, well,
I want to know, what did Tethys know?
what did he know? He knew everything up to the point of your last conversation with Yor.
So he knew that Yor was trying to seize power in the city.
He figured it out.
Okay. But he didn't know that Yor was going to do it tomorrow.
He didn't know about
The prisoner thing and their own killing her and all that stuff.
all that late development is
Right.
new to him. But at the end,
So
when you're done
news.
spilling your guts, he goes, I don't think you understand what our position is in the city. We don't use this to improve our own power
I'm not asking you to.
or to involve ourselves. We know the secrets.
Sure. I'm not asking you to do any of those things. I'm asking you to help me figure out what I should do.
Your best line would be to stop clicking. If you don't want him to stay in power, it's possible he could be excommunicated from the city for his crimes. Doesn't sound like you have a very solid case against him, but that might leave him to exile. And he's from Linspire, so they might end up sending him back to his own home city.
But I don't want Yor to take power.
That's a tricky one. Yor is well ingrained in everything throughout the city. He's pretty much the only stepping stone between him and power has been Roan. I don't know if you can get what you want both ways.
I want Art to run the city.
We are a republic, so no one person runs the city. But Yor was excommunicated from even that, from that inner circle.
Well, I want Art to be the one that's in the inner circle instead of Yor.
I think if that's something he wanted, he could go up and ask.
Art's not really an asking kind of guy.
Well, then maybe he needs the right push. If there's a spot open,
I know what I'll do. I'll go talk to Art.
I
All
know
right.
where he is.
I do. I go to the mansion that you foolishly gave me the keys to, and I let myself in. Are you there?
No, I'm actually not there.
Oh, I go to your home.
Yep.
You're probably doing your own stuffing. I let myself in.
I'm not gonna say it. He's just sleeping. Sorry. Play.
So, Art, wake up, Art.
Okay,
I need
yeah.
your help.
I will exit the bedroom.
Hi, Alana. Nice to see you again.
She's pregnant.
Is that a new tattoo?
She's in her own bedroom.
You guys have separate bedrooms?
No. You walked into his house.
Oh, I just walk to wherever he is. If he's in the bedroom, I go in the bedroom.
He probably could tell you were coming in when you knocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll come out of the bedroom.
Oh, okay.
You see you
meet
come out.
me out. Okay, all right.
Mhm.
I'll look past you. Hi, Alana. It's good to see you. Or I'll just yell if the door's closed.
Yeah, there's Finner.
All right, I need your help.
What?
I tell you everything. Blah 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 blah.
spills his
blah,
guts.
blah, 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 blah. So this is the problem. Roan is in trouble because Mist is going to help Yor get him kicked out of power, and then Yor will take over. But I don't think he's a nice guy. So I think you need to take power while there's a vacuum.
I think the best thing to do, because I'm not of the political mindset.
Sorry. fidgety.
I think Roan was doing a good job. I think he did what he did out of mercy. And despite it being what she wanted, I think he was probably just in doing so.
So what do we do to keep Yor? Because Mist is going to help Yor, I think.
I think we should make sure that he's not on the seat of the council.
How?
Well, you said that there was a guy that you were supposed to speak to try to get him on the seat.
Yep.
We'll just do the opposite. Try to convince him not to put Yor there.
Well, you better hurry, because Mist will be at that business soon, I think.
Is he going to be waking him up in the middle of the night?
We've been waking people up all night long.
See, I don't get special treatment in this case.
I'm sure you do.
The only one they haven't woken up is Raphael.
That's true.
The one who hates you're the worst.
I don't know this, though.
I think it's best to handle this in the morning.
I think you're wrong, but...
You mentioned Mist is going to do something in the morning?
Yeah, him and his family are going to stop by at Yor's house and have...
Roan's house.
Roan's house, and have a arrest Roan party.
An extremely illegal arrest someone in a different city party.
Yes.
This isn't good.
Nope.
Maybe I should talk to Mist.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, but... Okay, let's go find Mist.
Okay. Should we get Raphael?
It's taking you so long.
Feel free to get Raphael if you want.
Okay, I go to his room.
I love that this is the part we weren't going to roll for. Ryan's like, okay, we fast forward. Oh, fuck it.
I love that this session turned into a...
What the?
Political backstab game.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to your room. Raphael, wake up, Raphael.
He spills his guts.
Yeah. Hey, this is what's been happening all night.
Fucking A.
No, he was fucking the priestess.
This is my fault.
Is this your fault? Man, you really fuck things up when you're doing that, don't you?
Torture is wrong in Oakdale, and I knew Mist was going to torture her.
We all knew. That's why I didn't go to the jail.
Roan was right in doing what he did.
Yeah, but now he's in trouble.
I fucking hate Yor.
Really?
It's true.
Why? I mean, he does seem kind of like a bastard, but
He's an asshole.
Oh, right. I thought so. My keen intuition led me to believe as much. But what if he's right?
Who's right?
I don't know. What if no one's right? I think we should put Art in power.
We just need to speak to Mist. And calm him down before he divides these two cities.
Good luck with that.
Let's go find Mist.
Okay.
All right, yeah. You can all convene in the garden.
Yeah, because I'm sleeping again. Here for the second time.
You don't even have to knock because there's no door to the garden.
That's half the reason I like it there.
Yeah, I just walk in. Hey, Mist, hey.
Spill my guts.
We should talk. Yeah.
Everyone is there. The whole party's together for now.
Yay. Mm-hmm. I don't think that we should... I don't think that you can arrest Rome.
I think you can, but I don't believe it's a good idea at this point.
And I heard somewhere it's illegal,
What is?
arresting Rome in the city.
Mist, I just...
For murder?
I think we need to let the city arrest him. I don't think we can arrest him.
He runs the city guard. This is corruption.
In a republic, any person, even the person who's running the city, may break the law and therefore be held accountable. It's not like a...
By his city.
Yes.
That's the important thing.
Yes. Whereas you're a prince, you may do as you wish. This is not similar in setup.
Then let us order the city guard to arrest him.
That would be a good idea.
But I don't think we should help fix the trial.
That is their own trial and their own business. Last City will have their own trial for him.
I don't think that is a good idea.
Mist, I ask you forgive Rome.
I do believe what he did was... Have you ever heard of euthanasia before?
What? So what now?
No.
Excuse me? I'm like, this has gotten really weird.
Euthanasia is a form of killing in which somebody is suffering and therefore ending their life is an act of mercy.
Ah, yes. There are many who assume that
Wait,
sort of excuse mindset.
why don't you just take care of them when they get old and can't do things for themselves?
No. What he's saying is whenever there is someone who is incompetent or ill or,
Where I'm
breaks a
from,
limb,
you just
then you
help
can
them get better.
just execute them to ease their
What?
suffering.
This is messed
No.
up. You guys do
It
this?
is barbarism and the lowest
Oh my
form of
God!
nihilism I've ever
This
heard
is
of.
horrible.
But it is not new to me. I have heard of places that do this thing.
It's essentially, if you cannot help them, that would be the next step.
Why
Yes.
can't you help them?
Well, magic can't fix everything. I mean...
Yes, it can.
You remember, what was his name? Art would remember his name. The guy who's really old.
Oh,
Father Amiel.
Father Amiel. I cannot help him.
Are you going to kill him?
No, I believe he will pass on his own. And he does not seem to be in pain.
But
Therefore,
But you cannot help him.
I cannot help him.
So
But he is not in pain.
So every cough he feels that does cause pain is your responsibility if you choose not to execute him?
There's different variants of pain.
So it's nuance to the point of, well, perhaps this extreme enemy of the state, she just needed to be snuffed out rather than see
why
any
couldn't
further
we just
justice.
regrow her hand and let her be okay?
That was not an option under the euthanasia state.
I don't like this.
This is a bizarre republic. Perhaps it does need a new rule.
Euthanasia is a very complicated topic because it is ultimately, in this situation, up to the person to decide, which he may not make the right decision. But I believe that is the reason he did it. He did not do it to kill her. He simply tried to end her pain. If that makes sense.
No, I am afraid you've lost me again.
Why couldn't you just be healed? I don't understand.
Well, simply cutting off a limb, regrowing it, and then allowing it to be cut off again would be considered barbaric by most people.
Is torture.
Perhaps then he would
I
debate
just want
that
to
he
point
should
out
not
the
cut her
same
off
party
again.
did it to my character.
And it wasn't torture. We just pick and choose what we call torture these days.
Breaking the fourth wall there for a second.
It was just Dalaran.
So, this is a weird mess.
Perhaps Roan, when properly persuaded, will also choose to have his life euthanasiaed.
We're not killing Roan.
No, perhaps he will choose it.
I don't think we're going to put him in a position where he wants to choose it. You're not keeping him from casting.
Your morality is uselessly complicated.
No, mine's not. I don't believe
I am
in
talking to the
euthanasia.
halfling over here.
Yeah.
No.
Where I'm from, when someone's sick, you heal them. That's what you do.
While you're talking, you just passively notice Rowan enters into the garden.
Roan, why did you euthanize Amorosa instead of healing her.
Just straight to it.
This is as gentle as we can be.
Why didn't you just let her get better? You could have helped her.
Do you not believe that I only acted because Raphael granted me permission to have her as my own prisoner? If you were to usurp his authority...
I knew what I was doing when I did it.
Murder.
I don't think anybody knows what the fuck they're doing right now. They're starting to lose the shit a little bit.
Will you stand trial willingly for the crimes against Last City?
I've already said I will.
Very well.
You should
Then
be
it is
careful.
not
Lord
arrest.
wants to depose you.
It is not an illegal arrest.
He's trying to
He's
get us to
coming
goon
willingly.
squad you.
Miss, please do not do this.
You can't arrest me in this city.
There is no arrest. You said you were coming willingly.
I think he
Yes, I
means
will.
to go to his own trial.
No, I said for your crimes against Last City.
I think that they're going to try him here.
I will stand trial in my city. When I did what I did, I just knew the fate of that woman in captivity.
Just let her go.
You have exceeded your previous powers. You can now foresee the future. That is wonderful.
I could have let her go into Last City's care.
No, it's not what I'm saying. You could have healed her and then let her run.
That would be much worse, I believe.
I weighed that decision, to be fair. And I don't think that would have been a good decision either.
Or you could have healed her and kept her in your dungeon and kept people away from her.
Being in a place where she could be healed also means that she'll be able to cast spells.
I saw very few options. But I want you to know that this is something that I chose. And it's my fault. And I will answer for it.
Well, yours is going to take power in the city if you don't do something.
Miss, Amorosa was everyone's enemy. And I am sorry that this has happened. I'm sorry that you feel betrayed by Rowan. But we're all in this together. She was everyone's enemy.
Yes.
Is
And
there any
loyal
way-
to the god of death.
Is there any way we can make this up to you?
I assume that your resurrection spells would be ineffective because she will
Okay.
not return to this plane of existence
Yeah, she is not willing.
because she wants to be where she is.
I don't know. I think maybe she doesn't know exactly what that means.
Well,
Like
then-
sometimes I see a donut when I'm at the store and I think, I want that donut. And then I take the donut, but what I don't know is it's actually bad. Then I eat the donut because I didn't ask anybody if it was bad because I just took it and then I get sick. I thought I wanted the donut, but I didn't. I think dying and hanging out with the god of death might be like a bad donut. Maybe you think you want it,
What is a donut?
but you don't.
It is a pastry, circular, with a hole in the center.
Ah, like your coin.
My coins do not have holes in them. Why does everybody think they do? They're just like any normal coin.
It's like a bad fucking donut.
No!
Lucky cookie!
You four are the last remaining hope of this world.
Oh man.
You've defeated Qorgeth. And I am sorry if anything I did created a divide.
Murder often does. Tell me, was she still shackled to the wall when you executed her?
I talked with her.
What did she say, Ron?
She doesn't seem eager to answer any questions.
Yeah, that's
So-
not the answer. No, I didn't hear any answers there.
Yeah.
She didn't answer any questions, but I saw what you had done to her. She asked me to end her.
She asked us to end her life before we touched her. That is what she wanted. The reason she was here in this padded cell was to avoid death.
I'm not here to ask for your forgiveness.
Ron,
Perfect, because I am not offering it.
please do not create the schism between our cities.
What is done cannot be undone. I think we mostly need to figure out what is for the future. And
You sound like your friend Delarin. It's already over. Let's just...
Mist, unfortunately, I believe the biggest thing on your mind should be repairing your city and getting your people back together.
I'll offer you
The
a
moment
seat
you're
on the
invited.
trial. Last city should have at least one of the 3 judges.
Very well. We shall contribute.
Ron, there should not even be a trial.
That's not true.
There should obviously be a trial. How many people do you murder while they are confined in a jail cell? You're being ridiculous now out of your strange love affair and affection for this old man.
Yeah, that.
I do believe there should be a trial. Roan himself
I'm
believes
like-
there should be a trial.
I whisper,
However,
is he your father? Did he adopt you?
and I do believe that the last city should have 1 seat. However, I do not believe yours should be a second one.
And not yours puppet either.
We should find 2 people not associated with Yor to be the second and third seat.
I think you should be one.
If asked, I will take a seat.
I don't know if we get to choose
Sure
the
we do.
entire lineup.
If we're the last hope, why can't we?
And perhaps the 4 of us will stand trial over Roan's existence.
If that was an option, I'd allow it, but it's not.
Hmm.
There are 3 judges. They won't be anyone that I have
When will they be chosen?
true associations with.
Yeah, but one
It
of them is a
can't be
guy
any of
we're
you.
supposed to lean on to get him to bring you to justice, so Yor can take over.
I
Are you
Shouldn't even
are you
be talking
capable
to you
of
about
choosing
this.
your 3 judges? Is that what you're indicating to me now?
No, we should choose
I
the
don't
judges.
think you heard a damn thing I said.
You said
I
you're
said
choosing your own judges.
the 3 judges can be of nobody that I have association with.
Hey, wait.
Unplug your ears.
Can I pick the judges? I know 3 great
You
people.
said that if we were to, you would allow
And
us
it's
to be the
not
judges.
us.
That was
I would
possible.
pick you if you want, but I'd rather have your sister, Chaser.
What do you want with her?
I want her to be one of the judges.
Oh,
She would be a great judge. And then I would pick Tethys, because he doesn't want to be involved in politics. So Tethys would make a great judge.
I really can't be involved in this.
correct.
Well, who can?
The city, the Republic.
Oh, so we should talk to... Who should we talk to?
I believe we're talking to Evan.
Do I have to come up with the whole Republic now?
But
This is not where I was thinking this game was going, guys.
I do believe that everyone in the morning will be talking about this. We do not need to do this now.
Yellowstein.
If
Is it Yolowitz? Yolowitz.
the Republic is made up of 8 members of our city.
Is Yolowitz one of them?
Yolowitz is not one of the main counselors.
Oh.
But Artigan knows all of them. Maybe not personally, but you know a couple of them. And you can talk to them.
I will do so in the morning.
Okay, time for sleeping.
Yep.
I will retire to my chambers. And when they take me to the jails, I will be going.
But I don't think you should take him to the jails.
I will have no further involvement except to join with those of Laugh City and designate a representative to judge over his fate.
Thank you, Mist.
And perhaps to encourage Raphael to assign a guard to his quarters.
I'll be guarding him.
I don't know. If he's your dad, I don't think you should guard him. Guarding your dad's not a good idea. It'll look like nepotism.
Nepotism.
I know. But interesting.
This is Rome talking.
Oh, what?
Nepotism.
Right. Like I said.
I do not care what it looks like.
But I think what it looks like is becoming more important.
It does not matter.
I think it matters.
I will do
I
right.
only wish to caution you. If by some unlucky chance he were to be missing in the morning, it would look quite suspicious upon your placement there. If he were to flee,
He puts his hand on your shoulder while you're talking to
I
him.
put my hand on his chest.
I'm
There will be no.
a little uncomfortable with all the hand puttings.
I will be here in the morning. I've always been good for my word.
I cannot argue that. The only times you have committed treason are when you not declared beforehand that you wouldn't. Very good. I suppose then, off to bed. And I walk away.
Bye, Road. See you in the morning. Don't guard your dad. I go to I don't know.
You just go.
Yeah, just go. It's like, fucking, I'm out.
And I go and gather Frederick,
Renault
Runmalt, and
Gillian.
Gillian.
Your 3 retainers.
And they will be standing outside of his quarters, and I will be inside of his quarters.
Oh, pardon me.
Stop it.
You really do have a love affair with an old man.
Everyone gets a long rest. Refresh all your spell slots. Refresh all your magic items. If you have anything that gains charges, Rod of
Yep.
Resurrection, that gains 1 charge a day.
Oh,
my- have 3 my now. thing
has to gain charges too. Equipment.
I get my full
Striking.
helm of teleport.
Teleportation.
1d6 plus 4.
It's a good deal, dude.
6 plus 4 is 10. I'm good. Boop, 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 boop.
You all wake up. It is a new morning. The sun, just like every day, is still hidden behind whatever celestial body blocks its sight or blocks its light. Probably the moon. That makes sense. And what are you doing for the morning?
I'm going to Lodi.
You go retrieve your gems in the afternoon. He said afternoon.
Yes, that's right.
You can go to him in the morning, but he just woke up.
No, I'll probably remember when
What are we doing today,
go to
Art?
the afternoon. Well, I guess.
We have to go talk to the people in the council.
Yeah, that's true. So,
Let's go.
I would prefer if you don't come. No offense,
Why?
because you like to spill everything.
I'm the one that uncovered the whole plot. I did all the detective work last night while everybody else slept.
Yes,
Except for
but
Mist.
sometimes it's good for the detective to not be at the present.
That's not how it works. The detective's supposed to show up and reveal the plot to the rest of the people.
How about I tell you everything afterwards?
I've got a question for you.
What's that?
Would you rather have me someplace where you can keep an eye on me, or loose in the city?
I would say loose in the city because then I'm not responsible for your actions.
Okay, bye. I go jump out the window. I'm gonna go do shit. I'm going to see Yolowitz.
Where are you going?
I'd be talking to the council.
Okay. You're going to the Republic.
Yes.
What are you doing, Raphael? You're staying with Roan?
I was with Roan, and I opened up the door, and I'm hoping that my retainers are still outside.
Yeah, they're outside, just like you asked them to be.
They're dead. No.
Great. And I looked at Gillian. Gillian, please gather the Knights of Merit.
What should I tell them?
Tell them that they are going to be guarding Rome.
There are only 5 of them left in the city.
And so 5 will be guarding Rome.
I will have them here as soon as possible.
Wherever we go, wherever he goes, he will always have some with him.
He heads off into the city towards the Citadel. So really just across the street.
Yep.
Frederick and Reinald are still there, standing guard.
Frederick,
Yes, you go.
have you heard about what has happened?
I have heard of most of what has happened.
And what do you think?
If this is what Ron wants, he will stand trial. We will pray to Merit that whatever is done is the right thing.
I'm
No matter what.
having a hard time with this.
These
You
parents
are
always listening.
closest to him.
If they try to execute him, we will be taking him out of Oakdale.
If this is what you want, and if it is what he wants,
We'll be taking him out of Oakdale.
Oh, you're going full Cooper on this one.
The trial will happen, but there will be no execution.
you know he can run at any time he wants.
He's too stubborn not to.
Take away his ability to perform magic.
Can you?
He'll be too stubborn not to.
Awesome.
We will protect him. He's too important to this world.
I mean,
You're not
besides
there.
that-
You're not there. You're not there. You're not there. And you're not burning his hands off with acid. That's what got you into this thing in the first place.
No. What got us in this whole mess is when Raphael let it happen.
That's true.
Our moral compass decided to take a fucking vacation.
There was a strong magnetic force pointing away from north.
Yes. It's like, what the fuck?
This is my fault, Frederick. I allowed the torture to happen.
So maybe then we should bring him to trial.
Who, me?
Not you, a mist.
I declared that this was a prisoner of Last City. What Miss did, I feel, was... We cannot try him because he was acting for Last City.
This is, you have gotten us into quite a mess.
I let my emotions take over. Let this be a lesson to you.
As everyone does at times. If it comes to that, and we need to get him out, it should not be you. Maybe you can send your retainers out with him. We will not be coming back. We would go to Linspire. They are under different jurisdictions.
I take off my helmet teleportation and I give it to Frederick. And then I
I'll
go,
give you an inspiration. That's a pretty decent idea.
And so I'm going to take my equipment. Thank you, God. I haven't had an inspiration forever. And then I'm going to reattune to my ring of protection. If you excuse me, I'm going to go back inside.
If it comes to it, then we will send the word once we are in the spire. But we will have the trial first.
Only if there's an execution.
What about imprisonment?
I guess it will depend on how I feel that day.
Nothing says justice like emotional reasoning.
Do you have a signal? Something that I will know that it is the time. It can be anything, a hand signal or a word. Something though that no one else will know you are involved.
Let me think of the signal. I'll let you know.
Very well.
And I'll go back inside.
As you're talking, you see Gloriosa being escorted to Rome's.
Oh, I'll out of the corner of my eye. Well, I'll run to Gloriosa then.
Okay, so you intercept her. Raphael, is it true?
Is it all true? Yes.
Can I see him?
Of course you can, Gloriosa.
What happened?
This is all my fault. I allowed the last city to execute their own punishment on Almarosa, knowing full well that there will probably be torture.
I need to talk to him.
Please come this way.
So you can escort her into Rome's.
Mm-hmm.
She asks to have the room.
I cannot leave Gloriosa.
Just for a minute, I need to talk to him private.
Yeah, because they have a thing going on, dude. Don't cockblock, bro.
I cannot leave Gloriosa.
Really? Wow.
Okay, so you don't leave. Roan talks to her for a little bit. It's a very intimate conversation that you don't even like to listen to. La 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 la. Plug your ears at some points. She cries a bit. And he tries to be reassuring. But it's hard to listen to. It's hard to be there. You can tell they definitely have something, although you don't know what it's quite developed into. It's not a full-on courtship. But definitely interest. No talks of escaping, no talks of trying to leave. And Roan tries to steer the conversation away from consequences or what might happen and keep it more in the here and now. Keep it light.
So he's like, it's gonna be okay, baby.
Pretty much. Maybe not the baby.
Right.
But that's your part of this. Mist, you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing today?
I am going to speak with my brothers and cousins and sisters and family and extended family.
So you do have some of your family here. The matriarch did not come to Oakdale.
Mm-hmm.
She already had plans to make it to Stonehall if anything was to happen. That's also where you saw Chaser.
Mm-hmm.
And half your family went there, a few went here. However, you have your tabaxi. I don't think they're actually like consulars, but the people setting up their walls, their trenches.
Your peons.
Definitely your peons. And some of your more militaristic-minded tabaxi are here.
Yep. So I let them all know that our prisoner has been executed, that there are tensions between our cities, and that a trial is to be held, and we have been granted the right of designating one judge as a representative of Last City's interest.
Okay. You relayed all that information. When you are alone, when you're done giving orders, a tabaxi comes up to you. Prince Mist. I might have some information.
Oh shit.
Proceed.
I saw Amorosa the last time. She was burned in a ditch. Joy told us not to tell anyone. He said that he had seen nothing and that we were to see nothing, and if he knew I was here, I would draw his ire.
Indeed, if your commander says you have seen nothing, you have seen nothing.
That's what I thought, but I needed to tell my prince.
Where is this ditch?
Outside the city.
East? West?
I can show you. Atop the wall, I can point it out.
Very well. You go up to the top of the wall.
He takes you to the top of the wall, he points out the ditch where she was burned, and he leaves it at that. Unless you inquire any further.
You saw or heard nothing.
He just nods.
But I will make my way over there
Okay.
to see if there's...
There are some remains that have been freshly buried. It's not like bones sticking out of the dirt. You'd have to dig through a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
But you
kind
can
of
tell
kicking
the
with my
dirt's
back
not
foot.
packed.
Yeah, I'm just kind of kicking.
You kick through it until you feel a bone shift out of place. You could dig further if you want. You don't have to.
Just a little bit further.
Alright, so you dig a little bit
The
further,
litter
and it's
box.
kind of blackened bone that you pull out, and it looks like the forearm of probably what was once Amorosa, minus the 5 digits.
Hand this form as confirmation.
That's definitely her.
It would appear
He didn't go with you.
you were robbed much of your... No, I'm talking to Sal. My
Your
Phoenix.
bird? Oh my
And
god.
I say, it
You're
would
full
appear
on
you have been
crazy.
robbed of devouring your old mother. But I set him down, and he can get rid of the rest of the bones.
Your baby phoenix consumes the charred and blackened bone. You can dig the rest out. It'll take a little bit. But you can do it.
What the fuck? I didn't think that was going to happen.
Neither did I.
I totally saw it coming.
I was like, oh, here's
I
a
was like,
chance
oh,
to
it's
bring her
sad that he's
back.
burning her.
And she is gone. No body left to be seen.
Hmm.
No bones. Finner, you're up to something this morning?
I go to Yolowitz's house.
Yolowitz?
Yeah.
Evan Yolowitz.
Yolowitz.
He, sure, you have his house address. His, caretaker
in.
answers the door.
I don't wait.
Oh.
I
She's like,
go in.
oh my, Who are you? What?
I'm here to see Mr. Yolowitz, please.
Stand outside.
Why?
Here. She tries to usher you out.
I'm like, that's not very nice. I go past her.
Stop it! Stop! What are you doing?
I'm looking for Mr. Yolowitz.
You're just yelling around his house. It's a much rather nicer house than the others that you've seen. It's got like 4 bedrooms and 2 stories, but you hear a voice from the next room over, the kitchenette. What's going on out there? Who is out there?
Mr. Yolowitz, my name is Finner Cherry Cheeks. I'm here to speak with you.
Take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
You stroll into the room when he first sees you. He's like, oh, I've seen you around. Finner Cherry Cheeks.
Yes, sir.
What do you need?
Shortly, there's going to be a trial.
Yes, I've heard. There's going to be an arrest this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want any breakfast?
Sure.
Nan, bring him a plate, please.
I mean, I have to eat, but why not? It's nice to accept hospitality.
She brings you out a plate of eggs and bacon and hash browns.
Nice.
It
That's
is a
pretty
very
awesome.
nice meal, especially because you haven't really seen hash browns in a while. And, I mean, meats are more common nowadays.
Sure.
Since plants don't grow. The livestock feeds on the bland food.
That makes sense
that
to
are
me.
made all day.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I'll have a few bites. And then I'm like, do you know Yor very well?
He stuffing his face. He's kind of rotund. He's a big man. Barely fits in his chair.
Sweet.
No, I don't really know him. I know who he is, but he is not a friend.
Insight?
Sure.
17.
17. He seems confident in his words.
Okay.
Why did he send you here?
He wanted to send me here. He asked me to come here and make sure that you saw that justice was done against Roan so that he could take the power back in the city. I am not inclined to be his henchman, though.
So you're here to tell me otherwise and to convince me otherwise.
I am only here, sir, to ask that you vote as your conscience dictates. And I hope that you are a good man.
He finishes chewing. That's all you wanted.
I just wanted to let you know that there are people in the city that are looking to manipulate your opinion on the upcoming trial. I am not one of them, and if you need help escaping the machinations of any other heavy-handed would-be rulers, I would be in your service.
I'll keep that in mind.
If anyone
Is there any way I can reach you if I need it?
That is a good question.
Do you have a permanent address?
No. I usually stay at the Citadel, though.
All right.
I'll check in on you, too. I'm out and about most hours of the night.
I've heard a little bit. You can tell that he's heard a little bit.
It's the best time for finding things.
Right.
Especially your things.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to rob until after the trial.
I was talking about your.
Oh, you are. Yeah, sure.
I'll keep that in mind.
So during the morning's conversation, so that do I get if I roll insight, can I try to get a sense as to whether or not like he is kind of schemy and shitty or a decent sort?
Sure. Give me one more insight. This is kind of like a over the course of conversation and breakfast. He does steer the conversation a lot away from politics and talks about day-to-day things, kind of where you're from, your family. He definitely makes it so you want to talk about yourself, and he does it very adeptly.
He doesn't have to try hard with Finner.
Well, you don't have to try hard with anyone. You just show interest in what they like, and they love to talk.
Right. I tell him that.
He plays that fiddle well.
I tell him, what's the name of the world again?
Lothruin?
Oh, yeah. I tell him I'm the greatest thief in all Lothruin.
Of course you do.
Oh, can't roll a 1.
Man, that's good for you today.
Oh, I can't roll a 3. I'm going to be lucky. There we go. That's a 9 plus 11 is 20.
20. You get the feeling over the conversation that he is a finely tuned political cog, and he probably has his own schemes and plans that might not be the most nefarious,
Right.
but definitely work in his favor.
Sure.
And you can get that sense.
Okay.
If there's anything in specific you're looking for from him, let me know.
I want to know what he thinks about the whole thing. I'll talk to him about like the situation in general and what his take is on it. Does he think that Roan was acting in a way that was unbecoming, or does he think that he was within his rights?
So when you talk about it, he tells you, I'll have to stop you there. If I'm to pick if I'm to have any say in this trial, and I can't be talking to others about it, that would be unbecoming.
Wait. So if I talk to you too much about it, you won't have any part in the trial?
I did not say that. I said I'll stop you there.
Okay.
Let it be heard that I said I'll stop you there.
So I keep going. I'm like, I heard you. And then I keep pushing.
You try to push. He's like, he'll continue to try to stop you, and he'll steer the conversation away.
All right. If he tries more than once, then that's cool.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So I do ask him if he has any idea who else will be at the judging council. Who else will be judging?
If he has any idea, he steers you away.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask him how Yor knew that he would be a judge.
He wouldn't be a judge.
Oh, he's not a judge.
No.
Then how is he supposed to see that justice is done? He's not a judge.
He has connections, Yor said.
All right. I understand now. So he's just like the guy behind the guy. Yeah. Behind the guy.
His own political cogs and wheels.
I'm highly debating locking him in a closet until after the thing is over.
It'd be a little illegal.
So you
Are we just gonna have a trial for each one of you
to
today?
stand a trial at some point in the future.
No one's gonna catch me.
Yeah.
Except the guy you beat unconscious and lock in a closet.
I wouldn't beat him unconscious. That's horrible. I just lock him in the closet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I don't have to beat him unconscious. Probably.
What's your strength?
Finner's not Cooper. It's a 9.
He's like a 300-pound dude.
I would ask him to please get in the closet.
Oh, I see. Are we going there?
No, we're not going.
Okay, then we don't worry about it. Have I gotten to everyone's morning? Is there anything you other two want to do? I know Mist went and burned a body. Told the see nothing, say nothing. Raphael had some retainers. Artigan, did I get to everything you wanted to do this morning?
I was just talking to the council.
That's right. What did you exactly want to go there and do?
I just want to give him an overview that I've heard rumors of Yor being impartial.
Are you going to try to meet with the council all together or people individually?
If they're all gathered together, then I'll go there and talk to all of them, but otherwise I'll go to each one and just get an overview, let them know what I know. And
So they won't all be together in the morning.
okay.
If you want to go by each individually in the morning, or you could wait till they do gather.
If they're gathering afternoon, then I would say no, because I have
Together
plans.
like mid-morning.
Okay, mid-morning I'll get.
So before that then, Raphael, the town guard does show up. Your knights are ready. They can be guarding there if you want, or they be ready at the citadel if you want.
No, they're guarding they're guarding Roan's room.
So the town guard shows up with a small force.
Do I
5
hear him?
guys.
Do I hear him?
Oh, you see them. They're not
Okay.
coming to like cause trouble.
Because I'm inside right now.
Okay, well, someone alert you to it.
I walk out the
Yeah,
door.
let's go,
Red
time,
Knight.
homie.
Alert you. And there's time they are coming.
Let me speak to them first.
The leader of the town guard, he is the captain. He's in charge of all the town guard. He is on horse. And the others are on foot, and they trot up to Roan's house. He's the, I don't think, actually you did meet him once. He's kind of a crew cut, blonde hair. No one ever really got his name, but you and Delaran had met him before.
I'm the Master General of the city.
Of the Citadel.
Of this. Damn it.
Of the
It just
Citadel.
shrugged
Of the
again.
small closet.
Yeah, man. How's that
Oh.
feel?
It's the curse of merit, man.
Damn it.
That's
Of
what
the
happens when you follow merit.
Citadel.
Of the shack?
But you
mean?
might know his name.
Cooper knew his name.
Cooper did not know his name. He never asked.
Whatever.
His name is Trevor. You know him. You know of him. You might not know him. Trevor.
Trevor,
For a hamster.
I ask that you take your guards and go back. We will be keeping Roan here safely.
We were told to come and arrest him. This was by his own design.
Roan will be kept here under my guard.
That's not what we were, and you hear the door chink, behind you open. It's Roan.
Roan, go back inside right now.
Get in your quarter.
Raphael, I understand what you're trying to do, but I will go with them. This is part of the process. And he leans in quietly to you. Whatever needs to be done to keep you four together. That's what's important.
Fine. I look to Trevor. Fine. Roan can go with you.
He'll be kept in the jails, but I'll make sure that he is treated well.
Also, I want Frederick to be by his side.
I could spare my men to do other tasks during the day, so yeah, that's fine.
I also want no one to speak to him.
That wouldn't be your place, but if you wanted to come speak to him yourself,
There are people who do not like Roan in the city, and I fear for his safety.
and then that would be our job to protect him. We are the town guard, and we've done well enough in that.
I trust you, Trevor. Please do not let me down.
They bind his hands and lead him to the jails, which are near the Tower of the Gods.
I look to Renault.
Renault just nods. He can't talk.
I guess I do not have to fight today.
The day is long. It's
He
too early.
is good with hand signals, and you've communicated with him a long time. And he just gives you the signal that we are with you.
Come, let us train.
He definitely lets you know that he doesn't like that. He's not a fighter, but he will do it anyways.
Beat the shit out of you and feel better.
Where's Gillian?
You sent him somewhere. He's probably back.
My favorite
Okay.
meat sack.
I'll look to Gillian.
Yeah, he got the knights ready, and he's back.
I go, let's go train. I'll say it to Gillian.
Okay.
Forgot.
Right now, points at Gillian.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna go look for Art after I talk to Yolowitz.
Okay. That'll be mid-morning. You investigate a little bit and you find that Art is with the council.
Oh, I go there.
Okay. He's headed there, but you are at the councils. There are 8 of them in total. Did I tell you anyone in the council already? There's one named Dante. That's someone that you would know. And
Just Evan Yolowicz.
Val, one of the female consulars. Consulars. Those are the 2 that you know of, that you've talked with. The other 6 you don't really personally know, but you know their names. And I'm not going to do 8 names.
Okay.
So Val and Dante are the 2 main people of your focus in this meeting. There's 5 men and 3 women. Dante invites you in.
Thank you.
So we've heard that you needed to see us before everything happened.
Yes, I was hoping to get an audience.
He's an older gentleman with a shock of hair throughout the top. Go ahead and speak your mind.
I've heard rumors of your being impartial to the outcome. He wishes for Roan to be negatively seen in the trial so that he may usurp some power from him.
I've always known those 2 had a rivalry.
I was hoping to ensure that any of Roan or Roan's followers be not allowed as a...
Roan or Yor?
Oh, sorry.
I knew who you meant.
Yeah.
And,
None of your...
by
none
the
of
way,
Roan's
there is
followers.
1 empty seat. So there's only 7 consulars. Rowan was the 8th.
Oh, that's your seat now, Art. Take the seat. Go sit in it.
I was essentially hoping that I could persuade anyone to not allow any of yours followers to be seated as one of the judges in the trial.
And that is everything that you needed from us.
That was it.
We do have to name the judges. They aren't going to be anyone from the consular.
Did you have anyone in mind? Is there anything I can help with in that aspect?
We've been trying to come up with some people from the city that would be well defined for that position. We haven't landed on anyone in specific. Artigan, we do have an empty seat on the council. Is that something that you have shown an interest in?
If it is something that you wish of me to do, then I shall do it. However, I do have many duties that I must attend to.
Do you have someone that could sit in your stead when you are gone? We know you've been gone quite a bit.
I may certainly look for someone.
We would invite you to sit here until that time.
Unless I am needed elsewhere, I shall.
He just motions to the empty seat.
I'll sit.
So they spend some time debating back and forth who they will appoint, people that are impartial, people that have no relation to Roan or no true connections and affiliations, and people that are outstanding and, good citizens of Oakdale.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to try to steer the conversation in any particular directions? Are you going to try to place your own people on the seats?
I'm going to ensure that anyone that has negative views of Roan is excluded, but I'm not going to exceptionally bring up anyone who's not.
Okay. So you actually remain pretty quiet through most of it, because I'm pretty sure your wisdom is poo-poo.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a -1 in wisdom. It's my only health stat.
That's awesome.
You're not there for your wisdom or your
No.
political...
If
For
someone
the
brings-
jokes.
If someone brings up a good point, I'll persuade
that what they
others.
said.
Yeah, exactly.
The hype man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Give me 2 persuasion rolls. That's diplomacy in 5th, right?
Use a luck.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration to start
Just call
out.
it, man. Just call it. Let the dice
Should have
decide.
been a halfling, bro.
Let's see, that is a 27.
Of course. And
37.
is that a nat?
No, it's
Oh,
a 19 plus 18.
Level 20 bullshit, huh?
You definitely put in a lot of good word for the people that you think would be a good fit that show no negative emotion. And yeah, you land on 2 people from different citadels that have both converted.
Oh, I will push towards getting 1 member of the last city.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
It wasn't
we
Rome's
were talking
truly
about
promise, and that goes almost immediately as a unanimous vote.
that. Okay.
But yeah, you push for 2 people from different citadels that have both converted to Merit's cause. They don't hold on to their old religions. They have started this journey in a new religion. So no one from the Temple of Shar, no one that holds on to their old faith.
Let me know when I get there.
You will get there kind of at the tail end of this conversation.
Okay.
They try to hold you out and you just push past them.
No, that's not the way it's going to
Oh.
happen. I will make myself invisible and run up
Okay.
to a window.
So he just sneaks in.
Yeah, I'm just going to sneak in.
You are here at the tail end of this conversation.
I will also be stealthy because I don't want Art to see me. I know that he can.
Roll
Should
your
I roll it?
stealth. And when you go into this chamber, it's got like a... It's kind of a circular room with like 8 columns all around and a large circular table for the 8 consulars. So you could sneak behind the pillars. There's some benches at the ends that people could sit in. There are a couple scribes that are in the room as well. It's not just the consulars. There's people taking notes. In a total, there's another 10 people in the room. They wouldn't see you because you'd be invisible.
Right. I just need to keep Art
True
from seeing
invisible.
me.
You have to spend for a key.
Okay, why?
Because it's only when you're standing still.
Nope, the other invisible is period until I cast a spell, attack, or move into an area of bright light.
Okay. It's well lit.
Oh, well then I'll have to spend 4 key.
Okay. There are torches lit everywhere in this room.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. At least to get myself someplace where I'm hidden, because the 4 key thing only lasts for a minute.
Okay.
So I'll be the regular invisible until I get to the window, and then I'll spend the 4 key to get myself someplace hidden well.
Okay.
Can I hide under Art's chair?
You'd have to roll really well.
Try it, dude. You rolled a natural 20 earlier. Do it again.
I'm trying to. So while I'm super invisible, I try to get around behind Art by using the pillars and the benches, and then come directly from behind him to get under his chair.
Okay.
Tie his laces together.
He doesn't have laces.
Doesn't have laces.
He pretty much stays in his armor for the most part.
Oh man, well, I'm lucky. Oh yeah, I am. 19 plus
You get it.
Yeah. You know
11,
where
so
you're at.
30.
He's not trying to find you.
Okay, 30.
You're not actively perceiving.
Yep. I'm invested in the conversation, so.
And it's the tail end of the conversation. You hear kind of the end parts and the names they drop of people that they've pretty much landed on. Artigan's kind of given a spiel of why this person would be a good fit for the trial.
Okay, so I'm gonna write some down on a piece of paper, and then I'm gonna like roll it out from under the chair.
What?
I'm gonna write something down on a piece of paper
Uh-huh.
for Art, and then I'm just gonna let it roll out from under the chair.
To where?
I don't know, to right in front of him, down by his feet, so he
He's at
sees
the
it.
table, so he probably didn't even see his feet.
Yeah, what's rolling out right by your feet now?
Okay, let's see. How would I get his attention without totally letting everybody know?
You
Whatever.
could put it in his lap. That'd be a little
Goose
weird.
him.
Yeah, I just put it in his lap.
Give him a little tap tap.
So here's what the note says.
Mhm.
It says, make sure they watch out for Yolowit's political machinations. Yor is trying to get to him and use his political strength to sway the people on the council.
You wrote all that?
I did.
It's a pretty big piece of
You
paper.
can spell machinations? That doesn't really strike me as plausible.
Okay, wait, let's go back then. Tell them to watch out for
Yolowitz.
Yolowitz. He's using his political oomph to get involved in ways that are possibly not savory, and Yor is trying to get to him.
Has anyone they've spoken of been anything that I've heard of for that character?
You're not a very political guy, Artigan.
No.
Give me a wisdom roll.
You could just warn him, bro.
Natural 20. Just
So,
kidding.
What could help in this? Maybe
It's a 19, though.
history?
History is a +4, so 23.
+4.
Jack of all trades, I get a +3 to everything. Plus my shield, I get a +1 to everything.
Shield of written knowledge.
Shield of good at all the things.
Wow.
So 23. You do it.
Yeah, and you haven't steered anyone in the direction of someone he might have affiliations with.
Okay, so he's not in the picture at all?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like he's in the picture at all.
Okay, that's good.
I have a question. When I'm invisible and you look at me, do you know that I'm invisible? Or do you just see everything?
I'm not sure.
Ryan.
True sight? I think he just sees you as you are.
So he doesn't know that I'm being invisible to everybody else.
But I know you're good at hiding, and if I figure out that you're hiding under my seat, I might lean back and kick under the seat a little bit, but
Kick me?
well, not hard. Just kind of get out of here.
He gives you a prod with his plate boot.
I smack his boot away. I'm like, stop.
Roll your initiative.
Stunning fist you in the sack.
So the two people you picked were Prima, that is the female,
Okay.
and their citadel, or their temple, used to worship Salune? I think it's Salune, or Saloon.
Saloon. Saloon.
Saline. Saline solution.
And Lucian.
There you go.
Prima
Saline
solution.
and Lucian.
Saline solution. Get out of here.
But it's not Saloon, that's
Don't
the
drink
god.
it. Don't
Prima.
drink it.
Yeah, don't.
Prima
Prima lotion.
and Lucian
Lotion.
are the two people that you landed on, both from upstanding citizens of Oakdale. The trial they designate is to be held 1 week from today.
Okay.
Until then, Roan will be held by the town guard. And that's pretty much it. Well, guys, this is where we ended up, huh?
Yep.
1 week from today. You have a while to figure out what you're doing.
We have a whole bunch of things to do between now and a week from now.
But let's hear it. The council convenes for the day. They will meet back in the afternoon for different boring town meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
They genuinely invite you back.
I'll go back.
Okay.
I go jump out of the window.
Of course you do.
I don't want to be here for boring shit.
Well, that's in the afternoon.
Sure,
They're
whatever.
convening for now.
Okay.
I am gonna pick up those gems from Lodi.
You pick up the gem dust,
Uh,
diamond dust.
combination of gem and diamonds.
I mean, I'll meet you outside. If you're going to walk out the door, I'll just jump out the window and go wait outside the door. When you come out, I want to talk to you.
Okay.
So you're part of the council now.
Looks like it.
That's awesome. So I think that we should We have a week. We should take care of Karmazir. Karmazich? What's his name?
Karamir?
Yeah,
Karamir.
right.
You had it right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell Mist I got a couple things I need to take care of. Do you think we could do this tomorrow?
You can't help Karmazir today?
I want to get some stuff done before Karamir, if we can.
Okay. Sure.
So,
Tomorrow, in the morning, at the place that we will meet. The garden?
garden works.
Okay. Meet you in the garden tomorrow morning. I run to go find Mist.
We'll go with you too. We just had Artigan scene.
All right.
Better
Hey.
than Mist.
I am currently outside of the Temple of the Gods. There's a small crowd around me, including all of the Tabaxi. And there I am giving a speech.
Is it a rousing speech?
Sort of.
Fomenting unrest.
says- I am Mist in the Valley of the Weeping Coast clan, Prince of Last City and Ambassador of Gialden. The tensions have grown between our city in the last day or so for crimes that are known to you all. It has been decided that Last City will designate a representative to act as judge in the trial of the traitor.
I'm standing in the crowd, in the first line of the crowd, watching him give the speech.
Someone interrupts you.
I execute it.
What? No.
It's a bringer of joy. He says, I'll be your representative.
I'm like this.
I hold my hand up and I say,
It would be my honor.
and you would serve well. However, it has recently come to light that these barbarians have no sense of justice that makes sense to our minds. And as such, we must designate an outsider. And
Someone of our city.
we choose now to designate our greatest ally in this land, the one called Yor, who will act as ambassador and who will act as eventual leader of the city.
My life? So I'm like,
So it is written.
oh no.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
There you go. I stepped down.
That's good.
There's a small cheer and a couple meows. Okay. That's that. Finner, you're there.
You're like,
I'm like, insert for treasure face. Like, what the fuck?
You're the worst.
Yes, I'm just like, oh no, this is the worst.
I just hit chat with a Finner face.
Nice. So I'm just like, yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I'm supposed to tell you that we'll meet here at the garden tomorrow morning to go beat up the Lich.
perfect.
I have things I have to go do. I will see you sometime later today. Bye-bye.
No insight required. He can't keep a secret.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this like I said, there's a crowd around, so this wasn't a secret. What? I can't tell what you're doing though.
But I'm doing something weird is happening.
Are you off to rob someone?
No. I mean, yes. No.
Come here, child.
Shit. Is this what it means to be adopted?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to unmuck the things that you're mucking up right now. You're mucking all the things up.
Do not contradict my orders.
What does that mean?
I have a well-established set of interests and do not behave in a manner that acts outside of those interests.
Would you please define those interests for me now?
I have chosen your
My
for
what?
good reason.
Chosen my what?
I put my hand on your chest.
I try to reach your chest. I can't. I put my hands on your wrist.
I have chosen our judicial designee for a reason. I believe it is in the best interest of the Weeping Coast clan and all of Last City.
I have a question for you. This is an important one. We probably want to have the rest of this conversation not around all the people.
Very well.
Is this the birds and the bees?
No, it's like...
So here's my question, and I'll have it as we walk away. Is the most important thing for someone who is loyal to you to to do things that are in your best interest? Is that the most important thing? Should I always serve your best interest? If I'm a loyal friend, and I am.
I'm uncomfortable with the framing of said question.
How so?
Because you are a slippery devil and are obviously attempting to use my own words against me.
I am not slippery. All right, I'm slippery.
How do you believe you can be of best service to me?
By keeping this city and the last city like allies so that everybody can continue to help each other, because I think that that's the best thing for everybody.
And I am laying the groundwork to maintain an even stronger alliance once yours succeeds where Rowan failed.
I don't think that that's going to work out the way you think it is. I think that Yor is a power-hungry asshole, and he only cares about his own agenda. He will use you to get what he wants, and when he has what he wants, his interests will probably no longer align with yours. Your interests. I laugh. I'm like, but seriously.
It would seem you are metagaming and channeling your inner Cooper right now.
No, I mean, he's actually a lot wiser than Cooper is. He has a wisdom of 20. So he's like, I'm worried that like Yor's just not gonna like be a really good guy and do what he says he's supposed to do. Like, and I think that Roan, even though sometimes he does things that admittedly are kind of fucked up, at
Commits
least
murder,
yeah,
etc.
that's fucked up. Like, he also does what he says he's gonna do, right? So like, you can trust him to be who he says he's gonna be, and Yor, I don't think we can, because he's a slippery fuck. Even more slippery than me. Maybe. Probably not. But maybe. So.
And yet I keep you around.
You do because we're friends.
Uses.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah,
That one actually stabbed.
I like stop walking for a second. I'm like, is that really the only reason you keep me around? Is because I'm useful?
Is not the reason you stay around because I am useful.
No. Sometimes you're decidedly unuseful. Sometimes you do the exact thing I don't want you to do, like cut someone's hand off. But we're friends.
I did not cut anyone's hands off.
Who's being a slippery fuck now?
I boiled it.
That's it. Stop it. Stop your slipperiness. This is what I mean. Like, but we're friends. So even though sometimes hanging out with you is not super awesome, I still do it because at the end of the day, you're my friend. And that's what it means to be a friend, is that you hang out with someone and help them get the shit done they want to get done, as long as it's not super fucked up and dismembering people, because you're friends with them.
There are so many caveats to your relationships.
No, there's not. If I'm your friend, then I try to help you, even when you're not helping you. That's what being a friend is. So, here I am, trying to help you, like I always do, even though sometimes I don't understand you, and you're scary, or seem kind of fucked up and evil. I still try and help you all the time. Not because you're useful to me, but because we're friends, even when you're not useful. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Would you say that Yor is a long-standing and respected citizen of this city?
I don't know Yor. All I know from the 5 seconds that we hung out with him, or 5 minutes, or 15 minutes, or however long it was, is that he tried to get me and you to go lean on somebody like some kind of organized crime syndicate. I am an organized crime syndicate, and I don't do that. That's messed up.
Persuasion is far less devious than many of the things we undertaken.
Look, I think by persuade, he might have meant persuade, right?
Perhaps there is something being lost in our translation.
Very obviously all the time. So, is the only reason you hang out with me because I'm useful to you? This is important. Think hard about what you say next.
No, I imagine that is not the case. Many times you are decidedly unuseful as well.
Thank you.
In fact, right now you're proving quite irksome.
Yes, I am. That's right.
Now, by the nature of this system, this judicial triumvirate they are attempting to set up, even if one judge is a bad actor, which I do not agree, the other two would be able to override him.
If they had a mind to.
Correct. He is more adept at the knowledge of these half-breeds than anyone from Tabaxi society would be.
I mean, anybody in this city is more adept at the knowledge of people outside of the last city than anybody from the last city.
What?
What I'm trying to say is, you are horrible at being an advocate in other cities. I'm better at knowing what the hell to do here than you guys are. You cut off somebody's hand, for God's sake. But
Burned it with acid.
whatever.
Removed her ability to cast spells.
I know. And I don't think killing is right either. I think that was also screwed up, right? Like, but all I'm saying is yours not necessarily your automatic go-to guy because you know he has an agenda. You want someone that's going to make the best choice in this cultural, or I wouldn't say cultural context, the best choice in this setting for this city. Not necessarily the guy who's going to enforce your agenda.
He is one of the few actors I have encountered thus far who has an established agenda that I am aware of. That makes him easier to manage than any who claim entire neutrality or fairness. In my 31 years, I have never encountered one who is truly unbiased. To acknowledge these biases is perhaps the best way to move forward.
I don't know. I don't agree with your decision, but it doesn't mean that it's my decision to make. Like, who am I? I'm just a halfling. No one fucking listens to me anyways. So, whatever. You do what you're going to do.
That is likely due to the signal-to-noise ratio that comes from your mouth.
We're friends.
Sounds like that's about where the conversation ebbs and flows at all times.
Yes.
But just because, like, I don't think you're making a good decision for you or for anybody. So do you want me to listen to you even when I think you're making a bad decision?
I would expect you bring these concerns to me so that we could hash them out. And frustrating as the conversation may be, I do appreciate that. In the end, if you are able, or if you are unable to ascertain my goals or my wishes, please act as you see fit. If I give a direct order or leave no room for ambiguity, I expect that you would obey those precepts.
No room for ambiguity. I got it.
In this, I currently now say to you, with no room for ambiguity, that I fully endorse the man named Yor to act as a judge in the trial of Roan as an ambassador of Last City, and would be greatly displeased with any actions that led to any... I hate your tiny halfling face! Anything you do that reflects poorly on him or dissuades others from acting in his best interest shall be seen in a negative light.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
I order you to take no part in this trial, its influence, or any aspect of Oakdale for the next week. Please mount on human and fly away.
You can't be serious. You're going to send me away for a week?
I will come with you. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Fulgrin.
What's in Fulgrin?
Magnus.
Surprises.
Oh. Hey, can we take the die from him over there? Maybe we can steal it.
The what?
He has a thing, right? He has one of the things. Do we know this?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
We
we
this.
heard of
I-
it, but you don't know what it
I've
looks
told-
like, or...
I've
Hey,
told you
I know.
guys.
Let's go. Hey, I know what we can do. Let's talk to Art and figure out what this thing looks like, and then we'll go and we'll take it from him. We'll steal it.
Let's all four of us go.
Yeah, we'll steal it from him. That's great.
We will have no further involvement. Any of the four of us.
First of all, it's only you two here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll get the guys. That's a great idea. And then we'll go and we'll take the thing. I want to steal a thing so bad.
You steal things every day.
I will encourage and support this.
But you have to leave too.
I also shall leave.
All right.
Let this trial begin and end as it must. These are things that do not concern us. Being bound within the city walls is
I mean,
monotonous and ridiculous.
you've worked really hard to get a thing that doesn't concern you to happen in a way that you want it to happen.
Once it happens in the way that I want it to happen, I no longer need it here.
All right, come on. Let's go. Let's go find Art.
Be a good place to start. Art.
Sometimes I don't know why we're friends. I don't know why I hang out with you.
Absolutely.
Being a prince is fun, though.
So you two will find Artigan and Raphael.
Hey, we have a plan.
Where are we?
You're in the Citadel. That's where everyone kind of
That's
convenes
the
during
hangout
the
place,
day.
the neutral place.
Okay.
Hey, we have a plan. We're going to go and pull off a heist.
Why do you need us for this?
Cause we're a team.
We're sick of being separated.
Yeah, we're metagaming. Fucking deal
I'm
with it.
sick of being separate.
We're fucking metagaming. Deal with it. We're a team. We need to go together.
What happened to lynching the Lich?
No, I think we're gonna go take the thing from Magnus first, and then we're gonna come back around for the Lich.
Why do we need to take the thing from Magnus?
Because stealing is more fun than beating someone up.
Perhaps we could recruit this Magnus. I've heard he is powerful.
He is powerful, but he also does not seem to have interest. We would have to bring something to the table that he would want.
Perhaps the rest of the items you have. He could have those.
I don't believe that is a good idea.
But we just take them back later, of course.
If you want to set up a good relation with this...
We don't need a good relationship. We need him to help for one task.
Which tasks do we need? We don't need help.
It would be very useful to have a high-powered wizard in the battle against Karamir.
This is true.
They can go toe-to-toe.
We don't actually have to even ask Magnus. We show up, suck Karamir into his house, let him deal with Karamir, take the thing, run off, and everybody wins.
I like it. Let's go.
I think we would be okay with promising him an item from Karamir if we...
We don't have to do that.
I don't believe that simply bringing the Lich into his house is going to make him fight him.
I would fight a Lich if you suddenly showed up in my house, wouldn't you?
He would also fight us.
Yes, but he also has the possibility to cast magic, and he would, like you had said, he'd also fight us. We'd be right there in front of the portal when he comes through.
And as well, we might need to go to Shadowfell before we fight the Lich.
Why?
What's in the Shadowfell?
The phylactery.
Oh, right. The thing.
At the moment...
I do know
if
a
we
way
kill
to
him-
get into the Shadowfell. It is in the Temple of Shar.
Oh, that's that thing.
That is that thing.
Sweet. Let's go.
We could go there.
I know a
The
guy
doors,
there.
The doors are barely locked.
He'll let us in.
Who do you know?
What's his
Oh,
name?
Tethys.
Yeah, Tethys. I know a guy.
At the temple.
Yeah, I know a guy there. He'll let us in.
I do have to find somebody, as I now sit on the council, I would have to find someone to sit in my stead before I leave.
Just have
Trying to
Awana do
think.
it. She's cool.
I don't want to put Awana in danger.
What do you
I
mean?
thought about it.
But she has
Perhaps the blind woman. Justice
Yeah.
is supposed to be blind.
Right. Yeah.
Gloriosa would be a good choice, however. Did I
What's
know
that?
anything about her
It's
and
better when
Mom?
Justice is blind so it can't see you.
Yeah.
Yes, but the Republic, the Council, has already made their decisions.
Okay. So she would be impartial on any further. Okay. That's a good point. I think Gloriosa would be a good choice.
And she is old and feeble. It would be
She's
Good to
like
give her
in her
something to
late
do.
30s.
just feeble then.
She sometimes shows much more wisdom than I do, so I do believe she would be good.
Again, have the council decided on who is going to be overseeing the trial of Rome?
Shh, let's not talk about this. I don't want to talk about this thing. This is not a thing I want to talk about right now. Can we please not talk about this thing?
I believe they have chosen, however, I do not think it is a good idea to talk about it.
There's no insight to roll here. He knows something.
Fitter can't lie.
Please let me roll detect thoughts on Finner.
I mean, you can roll it, yeah.
You can detect thoughts.
You can detect my surface thoughts right now.
But if
You
you
don't-
cast a spell, they'll know you're casting a spell. If you want to go somewhere in private and do it and come back out and detect thoughts, that's much different.
No, I'll do it right
You
now.
and me, come here.
So you're casting a spell?
Yeah.
I become invisible. Boop. You have to see me to target me, don't you?
I don't know. Let me read it.
I think you can suss
I
out
think it
where
is
I
C.
am by... You can tell I'm around by focusing on where thoughts are coming from, but I think in order to mind rapery me, you have to see me.
You can see within 30 feet.
So first, are we in an area of bright light?
That's a good
We're
question. You're in the
inside.
citadel. There is bright light. You'd have to spend the key.
Okay, I don't spin the key. You cast it.
And
I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you casting
what's
magic?
on your-
Don't be casting magic.
You're saying no a lot.
yeah, I am saying no. I don't want to talk about this. My mind's like, don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him.
It's more like, it's that thing where you tell yourself not to think about it, but you actually say, don't tell him I know it's your, don't tell him I know it's your.
Don't tell him that.
Don't
tell him that Mist is fucking everything up. Don't tell him that Mist decided to make yours representative. Don't tell him that yours is going to be on the council. Don't tell him anything about that whole thing. Just stop the conversation now. Stop it now. I'm like, no, let's not talk about this. This is not a good thing to talk about. We shouldn't be talking about this. No.
That's how his mind works at 100 miles an hour. As fast as Finner goes, his mind goes.
I shut it off.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that shit.
So I think if we go to full grid,
Missed.
I am unaccustomed to being interrupted.
Let's talk
What
about
is
going to
it that you
Fulgrim.
need?
That's a great idea. Fulgrim's a great conversation piece.
You-
What? What's happening? Hey, don't put that hand in my face.
What do you have against Roan?
We shouldn't be doing this. Da.
I believe I have made my case against Rowan quite
Of
clear.
all people you've chosen,
I'm like
your...
this, like, oh, what? What are you talking about? Your what? What of yours?
I give you a dirty look.
I didn't say anything, I promise!
After everything that I have done for you, after everything Artigan has done for you, after everything Roan himself has done for you.
What? Everything's gonna be fine.
You forget the past, the recent past so quickly. Why do you choose Roan? Or your?
I am as unaccustomed to having my orders questioned as I am to being interrupted.
I'm like, friends. We're friends.
This is true.
Right.
We are friends.
Yes.
So why are you doing this? He is only going to pay the price of this council. I fear for his
Your
safety.
Roan should die for what he has done.
Oh, sweet Tamora, there it goes.
He will likely not, because I have designated one of your half-breed companions to act as judge in our stead. Were he in Last City and subject to true tabaxi judgment, he would die. It would be quick, the trial would be unmemorable, and his name would be lost to history.
I just want to say right now, state for record, that I am holding my actions so that in case he tries to jack Mist, I will stunning fist this fucker. Sorry, man. Just saying.
Raphael, may I speak to you alone?
You're not making a good impression on our friends.
Wait, why didn't you just choose a tabaxi to represent?
Oh, because Tabaxi would vote to kill Roan. That's what he's saying, is that the Tabaxi moral code is not the same as yours, and so he needed someone who was more in line and understood the way that non-Tabaxi think. Because if it was a Tabaxi, it would be bad.
I'll walk out the door. And
Your
I'll-
natural insight knows that he already said, don't tell him it was Misty to pick your. Like, anything he says now doesn't actually matter.
When did you tell him?
I swear I didn't tell him. I did not tell him. He cast a spell. You watched him cast a spell. He spelled me. I didn't tell him anything.
Of course, he is of the same stock as that Roan. Of course, he would do something underhanded, like
I'm
savage your
following
mind.
him, by the way.
By the way,
Taking these things.
I'm making my way to yours.
I'm like, I don't think he savaged my mind, but you know,
He probed its secrets. What else could he have seen?
I don't have other secrets.
You are fortunate.
Like I don't know anything else.
So you're following Raphael?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to come to Arch Museum.
So hard to stay together. We tried.
Art's following you. He's trying to get your attention.
Raphael, can I talk to you?
Yes, go on, speak.
I'd like to have you come to the museum so I can speak alone.
We can talk on the way to yours.
I don't want to say anything out loud where open ears can hear.
Is there anybody around us?
No. You're now outside of the Citadel.
Artigan, just say it right now.
You know, Finner, there's people who can become invisible. Only you, me, Mist, and Finner are allowed in the museum, and if we stand in the doorway, they can't get in.
Just say it right now. I don't care if Finner is around right now.
It is literally like that part. We'll take 5 seconds to go into the manor. I can say what I want, and then you may do as you wish.
I am not going anywhere except for yours right now.
He's still walking with determination.
Just say it. Say that you want me to put aside this difference we have between me and Mist and continue on with our quest. I'd love to do that, Artigan, but I cannot.
I have always done things for the better of humanity, have I not?
You have.
Why are you not willing to take a second with me to make sure everything is on the up and up?
Speaking of taking a second, I would like to take a second right now and just point out that the intro question to the game, the warm-up question was, what would the party have to do to get you to leave the party? And we have discovered the answer, folks.
So you guys say those questions are ridiculous.
This is it.
You get 5 minutes.
So good.
Okay. Take him back to the Arts Museum. Go into the door. Okay, so do you remember that thing that I have, clone?
Should they be here?
We can walk out. Let's go out.
If you want to.
That way we won't hear the conversation. That's only fair.
Yeah, we're going to be distracted anyway.
Yeah, so bad. Oh, man. So hilarious.
You want another coffee? Yes,
Yeah.
yes I do.
Yeah, still coffee. Still coffee. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Exit stage left.
Okay, so you remember the spell I can do, clone? We have clones of me and you.
Yes.
We also have a clone of
We have a clone of Rome.
Roan. So if he dies, he goes into a body that nobody knows about except for us, and then he can be teleported away. Roan is safe no matter what.
This is true, but it's about the principles right now.
It is about principles, however, it's also about keeping everyone together. But the way that the world is, if we fight amongst each other, then we're all doomed.
I can trust Finner. I believe he has a good heart.
When you,
I thought I can trust Mist. This is my fault from the beginning. But Yor cannot sit on that jury. He just can't.
there are 3 people, so it's going to be a majority. I have worked with the council and have selected 2 people who are going to make it a fair trial.
It still does not change the fact that I cannot trust Mist. We've helped him out. Art, we have helped him out, right? We helped out Lost City. Roan helped out Lost City. I helped out Lost City. You helped out Lost City.
And so, if...
We helped defeat Qorgeth from beneath Lost City, but yet Mist still does not want to...
Mist is not the kind where you have to tell him anything. He is the one who has to be shown. So, if Roan is imprisoned, and we need to get word out to Lost City, say, hey, it would be nice if Roan was here. That is a way you can show him that he has made an error. Roan is helpful. He is useful. He is a friend of yours. He is everything. And I do know that he is going to be safe because even if he is executed, which is worst case scenario, as long as you have someone posted by his clone, they can get him out of there. I do not know if Rono's already thought of this before he went in or not, but it is a thing to keep in mind.
Well, he will not be executed. I will see to that. They can cast that decision on him, but he will not be executed. I've already arranged for someone to take him to Linspire. If that's what happens.
Are you ready to become a fugitive? To do something that is not going to matter in the end?
We need Roan.
We do need Roan.
We don't need him in a jail cell. And what if Mist finds out that he has a clone?
I mean, what's the worst that is going to happen?
He will want that clone killed.
Well, what if it's not discovered? Only me, you, Gloriosa, and Roan know about it. Those are the people we've made clones of, and those are the ones who are aware of the clones.
And where is this clone located?
You probably already have known. It's, where I had made the statue.
Mm-hmm.
They're buried, not very deep, so that you can get out if you wake up in there and you just pop through the earth. And it's been 120 days for each of us, so you, me, Gloriosa, or Roan die. Those are the only people who are guaranteed safety.
And you still trust Mist?
I don't trust Mist, but I think he is able to be persuaded in a way. If you do not counteract his word, he will not be aggressive. And he also holds the sway of an entire city. Granted, the city is in rubble, and his people are scattered to the wind, but it's still a large majority of a population that is ones that we're trying to protect. I do not wish to incur his wrath.
I do not like any of this.
You can give me an intelligence roll, both of you.
Good thing I got that inspiration. Oh, and then I roll a 2.
I rolled a natural 1.
Wow.
We both rolled 1s on that.
Oh, wow.
Continue on with the conversation. Literally nothing over here, guys. I'm not here.
What if we speak to Mrs. Mother? She is the only one that holds any power over him.
Just keep in mind, she is likely of the same mindset as Mist. They were raised together. Or she raised them, rather. The rules about Mist is do not say anything that upsets his power, and if you have an idea, make it seem like it's his. Because if he's much more likely to follow his own path than one that someone forces him to trace.
I feel like he's just being defiant to be defiant.
He might be.
So what's our plan? We go see Magnus and then just pretend nothing is happening in the background?
Get things set up so that someone can get his clone out if needed.
Okay.
And then go from there.
Who do we trust?
Who do you trust? Your
Gillian.
retainers?
Gillian. Gillian will retrieve Roan.
Give him a chart. Have him watch the perimeter of that area. Say he's out on watch.
Why don't we just take Roan out of Oakdale altogether?
If you do that, people will wonder where he is. The best thing that you can do is not raise any questions.
I'll go along with this art again. Only because it's you, though.
So what's the plan? The final?
I think
I'm gonna go talk to Gillian. And I'm gonna tell Gillian where the bodies are buried.
Okay.
And I want him to
in 1 week from now.
just guard that perimeter. Or actually, no, I don't want him going out there. I'm just telling him where it is. I'm letting him know of the clones.
If the time comes.
If
Gillian's
the time
someone you
comes.
can trust.
Yeah. If the time comes, here's where the bodies are buried. And then to take him back to Linspire
If he is executed.
if he is executed.
Got it.
And then I'm going to go to Frederick.
Okay.
And if they decide that they want to put him in jail, to take him out to Linspire.
Take him out?
No. Take him to Linspire.
Oh, okay.
And then
Not to execute
and
him
then
in his
go
own
to-
fashion.
Yeah.
So just to teleport.
Mm-hmm. With the helm.
Just this one you don't have to roll intelligence for. Mist has a gate. At any time of the day.
Mm-hmm.
If you teleport Roan out, he'll just say Roan and pull him through the portal.
Even if he's in a different dimension?
Especially.
If he's in a different dimension.
Okay, so what if he's in the Shadowfell?
So then he pushes a button, goes to hell, presses another
The
button.
way
to-
the cube works is you can pull someone from a different plane. So whether he escapes or not alive, if Mist wants, he can bring him back. You're smart enough to know
So,
that much.
Mist has to not know he is being taken out. If you kill him, then he'll think that he's dead. Gets brought back as a clone and gets shipped out to Linspire. You're honestly better off killing him than teleporting him out.
Is that after all this is done, after we return Lothroon to the way it was, Mist and I, if things go sour, we will have the final battle.
You tell Artigan.
Yep.
What does Artigan say?
I'm just nodding.
Cool. I'll bring him back in.
Okay.
It's pretty much the near the end of the game too. But hey, you guys can come back in. We'll see if they hear that. They heard that.
Yep.
Yeah, are we ready? Is it time to do Roses and Thorns?
The dirty deed.
Well,
What up?
hey guys, welcome back.
Hey.
Well, go ahead and mic up.
You gonna murder us?
I'm ready.
We'll go ahead and finish out the session. You were walking to yours. Are you going to continue that walk?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll end on this. You walk to yours house. The same house that these two broke into last night.
No, let ourselves into.
Let themselves into.
Yeah.
The door is locked.
Would he know? Okay, it doesn't matter.
Would you know or he know?
Would he know that has it been decided that I doesn't? I guess I don't know. It doesn't
So,
matter. I knock
You
on the door.
assume it's maybe kept quiet, but if he was chosen, he'd probably know.
There's probably been enough of a gathering where he would have gotten word. He's got political interest in it, so.
You pound on the door.
Pound on the door. Any answer?
Yor opens the door. He narrows his eyes.
We need to talk.
What do you want? He has a silver streak running through his long black hair. Raphael,
We need to talk
about what?
about the trial.
I'm not allowed to talk about the trial. He smiles.
I try to walk in the house.
Oh, feel free to just walk in.
Finner does.
You kind of like shoulder check him on your way
Yep,
by.
I do.
Please have a seat and drink my liquor.
So I do. I grab a bottle and I start pouring.
Was it the half wine, half liquor bottle?
Definitely was. You take a sip and it is awful. Awful.
I
Almost
spit it.
almost bad enough to spit out.
Merlot.
Yeah, I spit it out.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
He doesn't sit.
You've been waiting for this for a long time, haven't you, Yor?
You think you know me?
I truly do. Listen, we've never gotten along.
And why is that?
Because you refuse to see the bigger picture.
I know the bigger picture. And I don't see you in it. Or Roan.
Oh, snap.
Have you once come to pray with us for merit?
Have I once said that I'm going to follow this god?
See, this is where we cannot forgive you for this.
You can go proselytize to someone else.
Do you not understand the state of the world?
I understand it more than you. If you had understood it better, maybe you could protect your friend.
Oh, shit.
After all that we have done for you, Yor.
Right. Done for me.
Are you still here? Are you still alive? Do you not have food in front of you?
You called this existence survival?
And how are you going to change the world for the better?
It doesn't matter, does it?
No. Because you will never be in charge.
Well, I think you must have already heard that I do have a hand in the future.
I pray for you that you make the right decision, Yor.
I will. Now, you may leave. You can take the liquor if you want.
I grab the liquor and I just chuck it against the wall. And I go out the door and I look back and I'll say, until Zigon comes.
She just slams the door.
Yep.
It's about as well as it would have gone.
That was so close.
So, roses and thorns, guys.
All roses, no. Best game we've ever had together.
Great game. Good game.
Oh, man. You guys.
May as well skip me.
Medic Crawler, thank you for your follow. We appreciate everyone here, all our followers, all our supporters, all our subscribers. We're going to do Roses and Thorns. What you liked about the game, what you didn't like. I'll start. Well, let's see. You know, I didn't expect this game to... We're level 20. Well, you're level 20.
Mhm.
I'm just the DM.
Right.
I was not expecting a game of entirely political theme, intrigue, backstabbing. It's not really one of my fortes as a DM. I'm not the best at weaving a political story, but you guys kind of did that yourselves. So thanks for the help for this political game. It was really fun and funny and different. Lots of talking, lots of secrets, lots of backstabbery. Even sent you guys out of the room. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Thorns. Oh, and I have another rose. When Mist said, "Let's get on human and fly away," to split the party two ways completely, and then didn't. Thank you, God.
It was close.
Yeah, I was like, sending me away? You're like, I'll come. I'm like, all right.
The whole week we're gonna leave. Like, what? Did you see my face? Like, panic. The panic sets in. I'm like, no. That's my second row. So thank you guys. You listened to me for once. You
I
heard
was
my
trying
pleas.
really hard this game to keep everybody together.
You heard my pleas. Thorns. Actually, I kind of feel like this is a good game. I don't really have any thorns. The pacing seemed good. Everyone got some parts. Everyone got some say. Did not expect that when I had thought about what Roan would do, how that would go. I didn't think it would go like that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. You were probably just writing her off so that you didn't have to deal with
Yeah!
a named prisoner.
Didn't have to deal with you torturing a woman for the rest of your level 20. For the next 4 games, I'm going to burn her hands off, and then I'm going to burn her eyes out, and then I'm going to cut her tongue off.
Yeah, it's like,
Like, nope. But it worked out really well, and it was really interesting. Go ahead, Josh.
all right, Roses and Thorns. Roses. Thought you were Yor. That was pretty good. And then the part
I'll be
where-
frank with you. I thought you were Yor.
Yeah, I'll be frank with you. I thought you were
Yeah,
Yor.
that was good.
That was great.
And the other thing we said in unison.
Yeah, when I was like, "Cause we're friends," you're like, "Cause you're useful." We're both like, "Oh." That was really great.
You guys were in and out of sync at the same time.
Yeah, that was a really good moment. Cause you're useful. Cause we're friends. Oh. Yeah, it was just a good game. Let's see, Thorns. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Matt, I know you have a thorn in there somewhere.
Got a
Right.
couple.
Well, so surprisingly, it was a really good session for me. I really liked it. So my thorn is, damn it, Brian. I mean, do you have to just like
Yes.
do you,
Get the
okay, with that out of the way.
twist a little bit.
With that out of the way,
Little-
it was a really good session, especially because I've wanted to confront Yor for a long time since we passed the year.
That's true.
So this just gives me something. So yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's just going to push our campaign out further because we're not getting anything done. But
Again, I don't want to rush it to the
Yeah.
end. This isn't a... I want there to be an actual ending, not just a pass the time, this is what happened kind of ending. And I want you guys to get there on your own time. I don't want to run this campaign another 6 months. You're level 20. So please try to get something done at some point. And don't split the party. Thank God you didn't. But I don't want to just push it. Even if we have to take like a week off. Because I'm going to be gone a week. You're going to be gone the same week.
I don't know yet.
And I don't know what I'm going to do when you're gone. Because I don't want to do end game material if anyone's missing. That's a huge deal to have someone missing for end game material. It's like trying to take on the 25-man raid with like 15 people.
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins.
Don't Leroy Jenkins. Stop it.
Leroy
No.
Jenkins. Wait, no, go.
So I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll just try to run some other kind of one shot for that week to keep this campaign on its axis and not spin too far away.
We can't even rock the dragons.
Dragonborn? No, they
Yeah.
don't.
Broderick.
We could do something completely different though if we
You
want.
could do a goblins game.
Yeah, you want to come sit over here, Brian, and run some goblins?
Do a also in this world, completely unaware of what's going on.
It's a bunch of goblins.
These goblins are fighting over a leg of ham.
Sounds fine to me.
yeah.
We'll see. We can do something completely different. Could be level 1. I don't care. Maybe not level 1.
Level 0.
Maybe not
Background
level
zone.
It
3.
sucks for one off. You're like,
For a one-off, maybe level 3 or higher. But
20. Level 20 goblins.
yeah. Did I get to Alex? We didn't get to
that'd be
Alex.
crazy.
I'll say Rose is probably the interactions between Mist and Finner. The same time, because we're useful friends.
Yeah, like,
And also for the thought you were yours. That was great. I'll say for my thorn, it's Artigan's world, but none of the pawns are meshing up right.
Well, none of these pawns.
Yeah, these pawns specifically, usually.
You mean they have their own free will?
I
They're
know.
doing what they want?
It's so hard to manipulate people. Jeez.
Brian's good at it. Josh is good at it. Out of game.
No.
In game, he's just Finner.
You know what's insurance? Yeah, I think we legitimately had 4 players with 4 different ideas of what would be best for the situation, and we got to hear and explore each of them, and all of them conflicted with each other.
Every single one conflicted with each other.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like A and B. It was like, I'm on board here, but that was too far. I got this, but that, I'm over here more on this team. It feels like it was organic and it just came out of, as much as you don't want to fall back on, it's what my character would do. I think we found 4 actual characters, and all 4 of them legitimately want justice or what's right or to save the world or whatever, and they're not going to agree with how it comes out.
Which is fine.
Did you have a thorn?
No.
I've thought about it now that we've come full circle. I do have 1 thorn. I don't know how to improv a trial. I pushed it out a week. It'll happen next week. How the hell do you improv a trial?
Well, that's part of why I tried
Judge
to
Judy
leave.
it.
I figured you could let it happen off screen and we come back to either him in a gibbet or running the town.
But I don't know, you guys. You might want to be completely involved in it. I'm like, push it out a week. Give me time to think.
You don't want us involved.
No, you want us going off
I
being
don't want you
adventurous.
involved in a lot of things.
I figure we can go to Fulgrin or we can go to the Shadowfell or something.
I want to go to. I want to do some Ocean's 11 shit out in Fulgrin. Like that's my plan.
I mean, that would be a 2-person job. These 2 guys in plate armor, they ain't gonna be Ocean's 11 anything.
I mean, I can give them a +10.
We're gonna
Should
just
mitigate some of that
Dude,
disadvantage.
we're gonna Art and I are gonna distract Magnus.
By
Swords.
yourself? So you're going to die. That's what I heard.
No, while you guys are in there stealing shit.
They could do the talky thing.
Oh yeah, you can go do the political. Like, let's talk about how our interests align.
I'm a
Meanwhile,
member,
we're
I
like,
just became a member of the council. So.
yeah, and we're like, doom, da doom, da doom, me, doom, doom, da doom, doom, doom. It's like, I got it, go, wee.
And then you drop it. Just
Right.
Like that.
No!
Wee, wee.
And then you
And it
roll
lands on a 1.
Whoops.
Well, yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in, for following. We will see everyone next week. I don't have any more shout outs. Anyone else?
Pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, next week at 7:30. Try
See y'all
again.
then.
Peace.